5, my lord.
Yes, hello, my lord. How are you? I don't know. The wrong game. Sorry. Hello, everyone. Sorry, got stuck in the Middle Ages there for a second. How's everybody doing in modern day role-playing game land? Hello.
Well,
I'm waving
modern.
hello. Modern.
1995.
1995, relatively modern, right? The last 30 years. That's,
Oh God.
yes. Well, actually, wait. 95, 2005, 2000. Yeah,
So it's the golden oldies of role-playing.
Yeah. Modern day 95.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
That's fine.
Making
For some of us, 1995 was a really great time in our
I don't
lives.
remember 1995.
Yes. Some of us wish for yesteryear where we could
Tell
say,
me you were at least born by 1995, though, please.
I'm not putting up my hand. Oh, Richard, I'm sorry. That's fine. It's cool.
No, actually, no. I was 95. I was 4 years old.
Okay,
So-
that's fine. You
Okay.
were alive.
That's fine.
I was
You were alive in
I just don't
95.
remember it.
We're fine.
Chewing on freaking Play-Doh, but yeah.
Listen, it just gives you a greater appreciation for the 90s. That's all, right?
Power Rangers was amazing.
Power Rangers, right? And that's part and parcel of what we're doing tonight. We're playing Power Rangers with role-playing games, in a way. So, hey, everybody. It's Thursday. I almost said it was Friday. It's Thursday night. It's time for episode 3 of An Echo from the Stars, our Magi-Knights campaign, or mini-campaign, in which the 5 of these folks are playing high schoolers in 1995 who have secret personas where they battle the evil spectral outsiders from taking over the world. And each of them have special powers and secret identities that only they know of. They are linked together by the mysterious spectral, or maybe not so spectral, outsider Kirix, who is indeed known as the Herald. He's an adorable, sort of strange, alternate dimension, like red panda, who you can see sort of over here. Like, here's the little. There he is. Scratching his head.
So
Hey,
cute.
Kirix, what's up? Look at that. I'm scratching it. Yes. And yeah, so Kirix has put them all into the situation because they each individually had something horrible happen in their lives, and he saved them, each one by one, and in doing so, bound them to a pledge, so to speak, in which they would fight the forces of evil, but with special powers and special responsibilities. That said, I've had a hell of a week, and I normally type up the recaps, but I thought it would be fun to sort of jump into the collective remembrances of the 5 people here around me and see what they remember from last time we played. We had a little bit of a mind melding session in which we were all able to sort of figure out what the hell happened. But I'm sure that everybody's sort of little favorites and not so favorites from last time can come to play here. We also have to sort of jump in media res into what's happening with this gentleman down here, Jonathan, who's playing Justus, who is in the middle of a rather interesting fight. Fist fight? Perhaps?
Fists are flying, not mine yet.
A fist has flown.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody seems to be gathered around you in the way that they did. And perhaps still do.
Fists are flying too.
It's high
Yes,
school.
for real, exactly. I mean,
We're right at that moment where the punch has landed and you just hear everyone go, and then that's where we are.
I was thinking more like, ooh.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's a mix of both.
I like the gasp, though. I went to an all-boys high school.
Oh.
So to hear a gasp was pretty uncommon. Yeah, feel for me. Anyway, let's see what else we remember. That's sort of like we're like that's the end of the session. Let's go this way. Let's go back in time. Even rewind all the way back to what happened at the beginning of last session. Who wants to fill us in?
Patrolling the streets.
Yeah.
Our 5 Magi-Knights.
We're on patrol phase,
Yeah.
and out on the rooftops and all that, running through the streets, and we came across a group of individuals, motley crew, rather banged up. They were all gathered in an alley. There was around, I want to say, a few hordes of them, and they were doing some sort of weird ritual.
Occult stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
Occult stuff, yeah. They had sunken eyes. There was a shoeless woman, which is terrifying. And we went and engaged. They were essentially zombies, and we made quick work of them, relatively, until sexual wisps started to appear as inhuman things began to come through. There's one guy who had a hood and was summoning all the stuff. I believe we eventually learned his name.
The acolyte.
Yeah, Acolyte.
I think you probably learned that because he was in the turn order.
Yeah, I mean, most of my friends got horrified.
Yeah, there were some.
Jump in to save the day. It's great.
Yeah.
Lots of horrific visages were shown.
We found some hair, some sort of strange ruins, an eldritch symbol for void. We also found
Ring.
a
All
ring,
of
I
that is
believe.
on the ring.
A
All of
ring.
that is
Yeah,
on the ring.
Yeah.
my ring over there.
The unconscious people were possessed. We learned, and it was the shoeless woman was very upset as she missed dinner. Verity had
Missed
dreams.
more than that. Yeah, no,
We
she.
also learned that they had
In a way,
lost
sure.
a lot of time. Like
Yes,
she was kidnapped and returned all in the same day. So
Yeah, it was like a few
Was
hours or something.
kidnapped.
There were a couple of dreams that occurred.
Some were nice, some were not so nice.
Yeah,
not nice.
I believe
I mean,
there
technically, you're right.
I believe there was a void. There was a child's voice seeking help. And there was some straight
were
up body
three
horror that
childs.
happened.
Three
Yeah.
childs.
Oh,
Three of them.
what?
One child, two child, three childs.
So yeah, Verity,
Went
she
through some stuff.
ended up. Yeah, no, she went through some stuff. She walked
Mhm.
through a mirror door, and it led her down a long hallway that I think had steps
Mhm.
down.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, so it was like a cavern. Looked like it was carved out by like hands, basically. It's creepy,
Mhm.
creepy stuff.
And there
Weird, I
was
blocked from my memory. Of
Yeah.
Lucky
So,
you.
well, I mean, Ravenloft has made me. Yeah.
That's fine.
Anyway,
That's fine.
yeah, Verity found 3 figures in the darkness, and she ended up putting a hand on one of them. And if I remember correctly, one had no eyes.
Mhm.
One had its mouth sewn shut, and the other was missing their arms.
Yep.
And they warned
Yeah.
her to run, and run she did. And she almost got out of it unscathed, but if I remember correctly, she got a few points on her solar eclipse charge checked off.
Oh,
Not in a
yeah.
good way.
I think
Yeah.
2. I think you got
Yeah,
2.
2.
Right
I think it
now.
was 2, yeah. Then we had a rough day at school, some of
Oh,
us,
yeah.
and
Mhm.
decided to have a schoolyard brawl, if I remember correctly.
Well, that
Some of
happened after.
us.
We
Yeah.
are also supposed to be taking homework to a boy named Anthony Reed, who hasn't been. And now this is a little unclear. Has he not been seen since the first day of school, or
That's
has
correct.
he not shown up to school at all?
He has been absent since the start of school.
Okay, so he was there the first day, and then
I actually don't
Wait.
think he's even been there since
Oh,
the
no.
first day.
Okay.
I will check, but I'm pretty sure Anthony has had zero attendances since the beginning. But I'll double
It's gonna
check
go
on
on his
that.
permanent record.
I mean, as it does. But yeah.
It's a punish.
Yeah, I mean, you learned from the student council historian, whose name is Marion Jones. Sorry, is that Marion Jones? I don't
No,
know.
Mrs. Holloway is the school secretary.
No,
But,
she's the school secretary, but Marianne
Wong.
Marion Wong. Sorry, Marion Wong. Yes, I beg your pardon. She's the student council historian who actually was handing out possible a job essentially because Mrs. Holloway asked someone to help with Anthony Reed.
I think all of us tried to rush to do it, and everyone but one of us succeeded.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys sort of left lunch. You didn't have lunch.
what you're talking about?
You didn't have
sandwich.
lunch. That's right. Did some of you actually take a sandwich? That's amazing. But I mean, essentially, that counts as your lunchtime activity.
I
And
missed my power nap because of it.
Yep.
I regret. I have much regret over that decision.
a couple more notes about Anthony. Anthony has indeed since the start of school has been absent.
Okay.
According to his parents, Anthony has been feeling extremely unwell. And he hasn't even been in since the first day of school, and he has got all this homework. 2 days worth of homework. So you guys need to help deliver that to him after school.
Super
Believe
easy
that-
to fall behind here at Frost Peak Academy.
Can't do it. Otherwise,
Yeah.
you're never gonna move on. I mean,
There was also one thing about the dream. I remember.
yeah.
I have it written down. There's apparently Rissy written in blue liquid. I didn't
Yeah,
imagine
something
that,
about-
right?
So yeah, as
I know.
chrysanthemum is chrysanthemum was, so I'll say it, yeah, from what I remember, the dream does in fact, here, let me see if I remember it a little bit more clearly. It was you, Verity, who saw the name Rissy written in blue sort of fluid on one of your mirrors when you woke up. Rissy, Rissy. Now, Lacey, when you guys saw her after school that day, or not, I would say probably actually not after school, during that period of lunch. Actually, no, I beg your pardon. You did finish school. You finished school, and then you decided you were going to go and deliver Anthony's homework to him.
I believe it was when we were exiting school when all
Exactly.
It all went down.
Everything went tits up. And what happened was, you saw someone sort of chasing after Lacey. You saw this guy. You saw this kid who seems to be, in some way associated with her. Mark Polster, who's also a classmate of yours, and he was chasing after her, saying, "Come on, Lacey, give me another chance. You won't regret it this time." And Lacey's saying, no. Hey, Justus got involved, as Justus tends to get involved. Now, Justus has a special connection with the school. Tell us, Justus, what's your connection?
Oh yeah, I remember now.
Oh yeah. As it turns out, the math teacher, Mr. Toussaint, coincidence, is also my father.
That is correct.
Dun, dun.
Beaten by like a second, I swear.
Indeed.
Great minds. We're
Absolutely.
just on the same wavelength.
So, you guys attempted to sort of influence him, didn't work out. He gave you a shove, and that's where we stopped. Now, a couple things to clear up really quickly before we go on. I want to clear up, there was one small ruling that I want to sort of get out that we goofed up last time, which is about how spectral energy, inert spectral energy after you defeat spectral enemies, works. What happens is you look at the inert spectral energy in the stat block of the spectral enemy, and you take that, and then you have to roll some d8s. And we were a little confused. We were talking amongst ourselves between last session and now. And luckily, we have the amazing folks behind Magi-Knights here in chat, and they're going to help us out because we love them and they're amazing. So,
Wait for the
from
book.
the rules, Patrick, would you mind doing a little bit of amazing narration here for what exactly you need to do?
As soon as I pull that tab back up, sorry.
Sounds great. Because I know we have to roll some d8s. The question is, do we roll one set of d8s for all y'all, or does everybody roll their own d8s? I know that's affected by potential different types of Magi-Knights and stuff like that.
So according to the PowerPoint, this says, used for power-ups to loot from dead bad guys siphoned from places of power. Roll a number of d8s equal to the energy rating of the bad guy, distributed as evenly as possible amongst all squadron members. 2 to 7s rolled increases the total energy stored by 1. If you roll an 8, increase the energy by 2. If any player rolls a 1, you get nothing, you lose. Good day, sir. Any Magi-Knight proficient in mysticism allows 1 die to be re-rolled per proficient Magi-Knight. The new results must be taken, and no single die can be re-rolled more than once, finally multiplied by the total energy stored by 2. Outsider energy has been captured in the hollow gem and now becomes a gloom gem. Each
Great.
Magi-Knight receives a gloom gem with the intensity value equal to the previously calculated number. Attunes to itself to your soul crystal and can only be held by you and the herald. Cannot trade gloom gems to other players, nor can you pay on their behalf.
Okay, so the gloom gems are essentially the currency for power-ups in the game, and you get that by obtaining spectral energy and sucking it into your hollow gem, and it then becomes a gloom gem. So then, from my understanding, we roll a number of d8s for the energy ratings of the 2 spectral energy villains who we defeated last time. We defeated one whose spectral energy rating was 3, and one whose spectral energy rating was 4. So we're going to roll 7 d8s, and we're going to distribute those as evenly as possible amongst all squadron members. Now we have 5 people here, and we have 7 d8s to roll. Let's see if we can go, I guess everybody gets to roll at least 1, and then 2 people will roll 2 d8s.
I vote that the people proficient in mysticism roll 2, which is
Well,
not me.
It's actually a good point because, right, it says any Magi-Knight proficient in mysticism allows 1 die to be re-rolled per proficient Magi-Knight. So it doesn't really matter who does it. As long as you have at least 1 Magi-Knight who's proficient in mysticism, you can re-roll that 1 die. So who's proficient in mysticism? Let's go with that.
I am.
Okay, so that's 1. Anybody else?
I am.
2. 2 people, so we get 2 rerolls. Stop me, by the way, Magi-Knights, if I'm doing any of this shit wrong. But I think this is the way you're supposed to do it. But yeah, so we get 2 rerolls of our 7 die. And then once we do that, we take the total energy that we get on all of these die, and we, whatever, depending on if we get 2s through 7s or 8s, whatever it is, and then we multiply that total energy by 2, and that turns, all of that energy turns into a gloom gem. And everybody gets a gloom gem with that value. Did that math make anyone's brain explode? I hope not. Cool.
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. What?
Shut up, Richard. I'm gonna kick your. I will fly out to California. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Let's go with 5 rolls. Everybody gets 1 roll apiece, and then 2 additional rolls.
Yay.
So d8s, folks. D8s.
All right,
Okay, that's a
first roll
7.
tonight. Did not
That's-
do my pre-rolls. Let's do this.
That's a 2. That's a 7.
Oh,
Don't
because I rolled.
don't get a 1.
Yeah.
Don't get 1s are bad and 8s are good.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
So that's 5. That's 5 rolls. So we got a 7, a 2, a 7, an 8, and a 5.
Not bad. Not bad.
Okay.
So 6 points.
So let's do the quick math on that one. Each point between 2 and 7 is 1, and then an 8 is 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then plus 2 for the 8 is 6. Okay, and then we get 2 more rolls. Who wants to do them?
I'll roll 1.
All right.
1.
Oh, that's a
Well,
1.
there's a
You get
reroll.
nothing. There goes.
First reroll.
There's your reroll. Okay, that's 1 more. That's 7.
I'm just here to prove mechanics, guys.
Okay, so we've got 1 more reroll. Actually, we've got 1 reroll, and technically we have 2 rerolls. So if anybody wants to maybe roll for an 8, but don't get a 1, but let's reroll that 1 at least.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there you
Okay.
go. So that's a total of 6 plus 2. That's 8 so far. Does anybody want to reroll any of their die to possibly get an 8?
You want to
Now,
reroll the 2?
I thought the rerolls were only 4 if we get roll. Get
No,
one.
rerolls are for anything,
Okay, cool.
but the new result must be taken.
Okay, so you want the reroll 2?
Yeah,
That's the question.
That's the question. Do you want to press your luck for 8 total,
Yes.
or are we gonna?
Yeah, I mean,
or I should
yes.
say for 9, because you guys have 8.
Do it. Let's break the game.
Yeah.
Do it. Do it.
Okay,
Oh.
Hey!
so unfortunately, you didn't get an 8, so you still stay at 8 total energy.
Yeah, dude.
So that means the total energy stored goes multiplies by 2, so 8 times 2, 16. So everybody gets a gloom gem with 16 intensity value. I really, really hope I got that right, Magi-Knights, folks.
Math.
Okay.
16.
I'm not seeing anyone in chat saying no, Matt, you did it wrong. What the fuck are you talking about?
How dare you, Matt?
Yes, I'm bad. Holy shit! I got confirmation. I did it right. Yay! Everybody gets a gloom gem of 16 value.
You did say a little one. Yeah, that's fair.
Inspiration to
Fair.
Matt. We're getting it right.
Yay! The bad guys get inspiration.
No.
Oh wait, no.
Oh no,
Okay.
Oh.
not Mark.
Not Mark Polster.
Fuck that dude.
All right.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Don't.
All right.
That'll make you
Hi,
feel
Mark.
bad.
Speaking of which, let's jump
Hasn't come out
in
yet.
media res into what has just occurred. So, boom, Justus, Mark has just shoved you and said, "Get lost, punk," or whatever. And now you are surrounded by students. What
Help
do
set
you
the
want to
scene.
do?
Fight.
Now, here's the thing about fights. As a mortal, if you're fighting mortals, it's well worth stating about this particular rule, which I want to make sure that you know, which is this. If you fight... where is it? Here it is. I've got it a little further up. It's under student armor. So first of all, students, imagine that your student armor is 10, plus dex, plus con. That's your student armor. It's actually on your character sheet, I'm hoping. Is it on your character sheet there, Jonathan? On your student character sheet?
Looking for it.
Okay.
I see regular armor.
Cool. So it should be equal to your 10 plus con plus dex. That's your student armor.
Yeah, that's
I don't see a box for that anywhere.
yeah, that's a crispy 16.
Super. That's pretty darn good. Now, if you decide to make an attack on an individual who's not part of the invading evil, while you're in your student persona, you can make unarmed attacks against them. Punching, kicking, whatever that stuff. If all of a sudden you start to be like, and you got your knife, like that's a different story altogether. That's lethal weapons against, mortals, which is bad business. But, oh, for real. If you attack someone with an unarmed attack who is a mortal, who is not invading evil, in your student persona, you will roll your proficiency bonus for attacking and add either strength or dexterity modifier to punch them physically. With an attack, with an unarmed attack, it'll deal 1d4 plus strength. It's basically just like 5e. If you attack someone and they are immortal, they will, you will get some, no matter what, if you get involved in a fight, you will take 1 trauma point and 2 stress points at the end of any fight while in that persona. If something drastic occurs, like, I don't know, someone hits their head on a rock and they die, or they get seriously injured, or whatever it is, you could potentially even get corruption points. We know what happened to our friend Verity, who has already gotten 2 corruption points.
Oh, they do say the light casts the darkest shadow. And
wow, I like that very much. So yeah, that's one option, right? I choose violence. Versus, I choose social violence, which is using a different type of attack, which we haven't seen yet, which is social combat. Now, this is the really cool thing about Magi-Knights, which I've not seen in any other system, which is to use your full turn action to perform a specific kind of attack against your foe to essentially dissuade them from evil. And in doing so, you whittle away at instead of their health points, instead of their physical health points, you whittle away at their social health points, I believe it's called. Social combat! Sorry. Yes, thank you, Miss Deadite.
Embarrassment.
Crippling anxiety.
Finish him! Why do I even try with you?
Oh, crispy your mom.
Oh, geez, yeah, exactly. So yeah, social combat is another way of dealing with enemies who may be persuaded out of doing evil, who you may want to sort of try to convince with a relatively sound argument, how not to be so evil, man. I mean, come on.
We all just get along.
For real. If you want to take a look at social combat rules, I've also put that into the PowerPoint, but it's also in the main rule section in Magi-Knights. So I guess the question falls to you, Justus. How do you want to deal with this situation?
So physically, to protect myself, I'm basically going to take the equivalent of a dodge action and Ali rope-a-dope him and talk at him.
Okay, so it sounds like social combat is occurring.
Yeah.
Then. Okay, so it's not social combat hit points. It's conscience hit points, CHP.
Mm-hmm.
When you have to persuade an NPC, and it's just not enough for one persuasion roll to make it happen. So those consist of this particular system. You're going to do an insight versus their deception roll. If you win, I will reveal what's called an argument resistance, which is normally allows them to get half damage to their conscience hit points. I'll say something like, "Oh, you've really caught him with that particular attack on his ego. He can't stand to be talked about with his about his bad hair or whatever it is."
Sick burn, bro.
Sick burn, yo. And then you'll need to make afterwards a convincing argument followed by either an influence or a persuasion skill check. If you succeed, then that will chip away 1d12 conscience hit points plus the modifier of the skill used in damage. If they're reduced to 0 conscience hit points, then they get the exposed and non-hostile conditions and stop their particular advances towards you. How's that work for you, folks?
Quick question about CHP.
Yeah.
Is it those 3 mental modifiers and then divided by 2?
I'm not sure I understand. I'm sorry.
So how do you calculate exactly?
The
CHP?
conscience hit points. Yeah, your conscience hit points are your intelligence, your wisdom, and your charisma modifiers divided by 2.
Okay, cool.
Or it might be the scores, actually. Let me think about this. No,
Please let it be scores.
if it's scores, that makes sense. I think that makes much more sense, right? Because if it's intelligence modifier, wisdom modifier, charisma modifier, divided by 2, that's probably really low. That's like a low amount.
I would have 1 CHP.
Yeah, so I feel like it's probably the scores and not the modifiers. That makes much more sense.
Oh.
Okay, so how many, if that's the case, conscience hit points wise then, how many do you have?
I have a total of...
Oh, then you know what? Magi-Knights don't have conscience hit points. You shouldn't have any. Only NPCs do, right? Because it's not like they can convince you not to be Magi-Knights, right?
Fair.
Thank you, Magi-Knights. Absolutely correct. Magi-Knights shouldn't have conscience hit points because they don't have souls. I'm kidding. It's because they don't have conscience.
That's the reveal?
I do too. I just happen to carry mine in a keychain.
Yes, that's
Give
true.
me a couple sessions and we'll see
My
what
soul
happens.
died with my sister.
Are we lit just now?
Oh,
What?
Sorry, was that not the reference?
we've got to get you to talk more, man.
For real. I've got to check out and see if Mark Polster has a stat block. Because if not, I'm just going to give him a straight like 10, 10, 10 on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. And then divide by 2, which is 15 conscience hit points. It's pretty good, you know? Although I don't see a stat block from Mark Polster here.
Now,
Oh, he's got a glass jaw. The man's going to go down in one hit. His daddy does all of his fighting for him with money.
wait, would his health
True.
his health be his unconscious hit points?
Would his health be his unconscious hit? I'm sorry, I don't understand. What?
How much health it takes to knock him out?
Well, I would go with how much health, a normal, how much health he's, I'm going to take an average. How about this? I'll take an average of Justus. How many hit points you got? Standard?
Like physical hit points?
Yeah, physical hit points.
13. I'm on the higher end, I think.
And Dayen, how many hit points you got?
12.
Okay, so I'll say he has physical hit points probably somewhere in that neighborhood between 12 and 15 hit points.
13.
Makes sense. Yeah, something like that. I mean, you wouldn't know anyway, but that's what it is. Anyway, so that's that. So at this point in time, if you intend to do social combat, social combat. I'm sorry, now I've got it in my fucking head.
7
I can't
seconds.
debate you that baller.
I'm gonna go ahead and just give you guys some music because that's what I do.
We'll debate you as
It's
baller,
the Mortal
actually.
Kombat music. I'm gonna
It's
be
not
right
Mortal
back.
Kombat music. I do not want to lose my Twitch license here. So like the crowd has gathered. He's given you a shove, and he's got his dukes up, and it seems like he wants to beat the hell out of you, but you want to try to convince him not to.
Yep.
And so, with that in mind, I would like you to start off. It's basically initiative is just back and forth between the two of you, right? So let's start it off like this. Go ahead and I'll make a deception roll,
Okay.
and you make an insight roll, and we'll go from there.
Sure.
Considering his stats are all 10s to all the way down, he has no modifier, so these are straight d20s.
Okay. Ah.
That's a 5, sir. Okay, so that basically, if it fails, let's see what he does first. Let's give it 20 here. Okay, so that's an 18. So you have not beaten his deception roll, which means that this turn, I do not give you an argument resistance. However,
I'm gonna have to get my physical dice for this.
that's correct. However, you still can make a convincing argument to do your influence and or persuasion skill check to inflict conscience hit points on him. So let's just go with your turn, then his turn, then your turn, then his turn. So please, convince him. Start it off.
So I'm just gonna like have my hands out, just do a little Ali shuffle and go. Listen, Mark, we know you can't fight your way out of paper bag. Let's see if we can talk it out, huh?
Oh, damn. That's pretty sick. That is definitely not persuasive, I think. That's influential. That's I'm a beat your ass. So go ahead and make an influence roll and let's see what happens.
Okay.
There's no vicious mockery in this game.
There is no vicious mockery.
Ooh.
To me, the way this seems to be laid out,
Nice.
everyone fights a vicious mockery. That's awesome.
I'm about to get my physical dice for this.
It's not working out. What happened?
We
I rolled a 9.
Oh, you got a 9?
It's just not a good roll.
These computer dice.
That-
How many ones and zeros?
I will in fact tell you the DC. I'll say the DC is 12.
Okay.
Okay. So that is unfortunately not quite a convincing argument, and therefore you waste your turn. It just enrages him further. And
Can you use a bond? Like, is this a? Oh, it's a skill check. No, the influence is a skill check. Can
That's
you
correct.
use a bond point to add a D4?
so yes, as I remember, if you have a bond with someone, then you can in fact get ability modifiers. You can get like bonuses and stuff like that with whoever you have a bond with. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So
Because you can use it. You can use it at least once per day, and they don't have to be present. So.
okay. So who does Justus have a bond with? Or
Let's
is it anybody who can give him that D4?
Should it be on the left side of the book or the right side in terms of the student sheet?
The bonds? I think it's on the right-hand side.
Okay, I have 8 points with Emmy.
Okay.
Both
Right there,
actually.
looking horrified, holding a stack of books, and going. And I'm just like, yeah, maybe ask him why his dad never has time to spend with him, and he's got so much aggression.
I just like, wait, is that true?
to work all the time. I assume, because he's rich.
Sounds probably.
I don't know how you know this, but all right.
Make
okay,
a lot
I'm
of assumptions. I read a lot of books.
Let's see, D4 then. That should
Oh,
be 12.
you got a 3.
Okay, so that is a 12. Okay, so that does in fact seem like a pretty convincing argument then after he sort of like listens to Emmy, and then he sort of like goes back and forth. So go ahead and roll a D12. and add your modifier.
Well, what's the modifier for
The
it?
modifier is of your influence.
Oh, so 8 plus 3 should be 11.
Damn, that's a pretty hard blow. Jeez. Okay. Yeah, he only had 15 CHP, so yeah, you've just like whittled him down hardcore. And he's just like, don't talk about me like that. And now it's his turn, and he's going to swing at your face with his fist.
Okay.
And your AC is 16, right?
Yep.
All right, here we go. So this is just a D20. Yeah, he's proficient, so D20 plus 2. All right, so that's a 17 to hit.
I guess I couldn't also take a dodge action, huh?
I believe not, no, because you've already used your full turn action to do your convincing argument.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, so that's, I believe, a D4 plus the strength modifier. And he doesn't have a strength modifier because he's got 10s all the way down. So it's just a D4 damage here. So, all right, bam! Hits her in the face for 4 damage. You guys watch, and Justus's head is rocked back from a jab to his face, and like a little trickle of blood comes out of his nose. And everyone's like, "Oh shit!" And
Leave him alone.
a couple of kids like run back towards the school. It's your turn, sir.
Okay. I'm just going to take my thumb, just wipe the blood, do the Bruce Lee like lick, and then just go. Nice one. Your daddy teach you that? Your daddy teach you how to do that? But he taught you how to talk things out, right? Let's talk. Put him down.
All right, so let's go with that same situation. Let's see if you get that. I'm not sure if it's once per fight or once per round, but you can do an insight versus deception roll again. By the way, I've just been told by our friends here at Magi-Knights that Mark is actually a quote-unquote tough underling, which makes his CHP 23, not 15. So you got a little ways to go here.
All right.
All right, but 11's still pretty good. 11 pretty good,
Yeah.
right?
So first insight, right?
Insight versus his deception. I'm still gonna go with the same
there
stat
we go,
block.
better.
I'm gonna stay with the same stat block, just because I'm not gonna look up at his stat blocks. We're in the middle of a fight. Stat blocks are for the weak. All right, here we go. Yeah, that's not enough. All right, so you get now. So he gets his resistance on that 11, which actually only should have been 5, technically speaking. So 23 down 5, so he's actually at 18. So now you have full on conscious hit points damage if you so choose to hit him with a zinger, so to speak.
Yeah. I'm going to do the influence again.
All right. What are you gonna say?
Oh, that wasn't it. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna say, come on, Mark. You know that you're better than this, and I can see you're hurting. You're just working it out.
That's
All
like
right.
that sounds like a little bit more calm and collected. Are you gonna go with, because influence seems like it's a little bit more like, you force your will on other people, like shouting them down. This sounds like a little bit more persuasive of an argument. Do you want to go with persuasion?
Yeah, sure. I'll go with persuasion.
Do it. Let's see it.
19.
Oh damn! Yeah, that'll hit. Yeah, because his obviously the DC was 12. So go ahead and roll your D12 and add your modifier. Damn, dude. Okay, that's full on 14. So he had 23 minus 5. So he was at 18. Now he's at 4 conscious hit points.
How's he not throwing a single punch yet? We're watching such a thrashing go on.
He's just like withering under your vicious mental attacks. You haven't thrown a single blow, Justus, and everyone's like, oh, and then like you just see like 2 girls when you say that. You see 2 girls with heart eyes look at you, Justus, like, he's so nice. He hasn't done anything wrong. Amazing. All right.
Watch me Sparta kick him in the next turn.
Yeah, Mark. This is Frostpeak. And yeah, Mark is just like, I just wanted to talk to Lacey. You're getting in the way. And then he just throws another haymaker at you.
Okay.
So this is D20 plus 2. Oh, that's a miss. Yeah, a wild haymaker. You just dodge right under it.
Yep.
Your turn.
Way back. Go ahead and leave and say, yo, Mark, this don't look like talking. You're talking a lot with your fists and not with your mouth.
Insight versus deception. Okay, 11. Let's see what his deception is. Also 11. So meets it, beats it. I'll call that one a win.
Okay. Win for me.
Win for you. Yeah. You
Okay.
beat. You
The
beat.
East and the DCs.
Meets it, beats it. So you're good.
I'm just gonna reach out and put my hand on the top of his, like, my palms on top of his, and just say, listen, bud, just put him down. Alright? You were gonna talk to her like that? That's not how you do it.
All right. Sounds like a persuasion roll to me.
18.
Yeah, that beats the DC. Go ahead and roll your conscience hit points plus your mod. Jesus, dude, you're rolling high. Remember to take you to Vegas sometime. Yeah, he's just like, he looks at his fists, which are like one is covered with blood, and then he looks over at you, and he's like, I just wanted to talk to her, man. I just wanted, and like you just see like tears starting to well up in his eyes. He's like,
Come on.
John,
Come on.
Hug it out.
are you gonna go? Are you gonna come in for a hug?
Yeah.
Okay, you coming for a hug? He's like, I don't know how to feel. I'm conflicted.
Listen, man, we'll talk it out. Let it out. Just let it out.
And as you say, let it out, you hear a voice. This is a voice you recognize. And he's like, clear path, clear path, clear path. And kids are like, oh, and like it goes ghostly silent. Like the whole field. And your dad is standing there, Justus. And he sees you hugging Mark Polster. You've got blood coming out your nose. Mark has blood on his hands. You've got like grass stains on your shoes, all kinds of shit from this sort of fight that took like 10, 15 seconds. And everyone is just silent and looking at you. And he takes, with one rather sort of just titanically strong hand, the hand of that you felt, you know, your whole life, whether it be pushing you into situations or pulling you out of them, and he places that hand on your shoulder, and you can just feel the disappointment. And he takes his other hand and he puts it on Mark Polster, and he says, detention. Now. And Justus, you and Mark Polster turn away and are sent to detention.
Do anything. He was
You'll just see like Justus basically turn tense and stiff, as though like he was at attention as soon as he saw his father, and then just quietly says, "Yes, sir." And as he follows him to detention.
Okay. So, yeah, you guys will be spending the post school section of the day in detention. You'll have to catch up with your friends after that's over, which is going to be patrol phase. From the perspective of fights, you will unfortunately get 2 stress points, as well as a trauma point as well, Justus.
I think the trauma point came after the fight, to be honest.
Yeah, for real. I think 100% correct. Absolutely.
Oh, my heart.
Probably too.
My heart. Emiko, Verity, Dayen, Carmen, you guys have watched this. What's your opinion? What are you guys saying?
I think Emmy said exactly what I just said. Like, as they're walking away, like, she does try. She's like, Justus didn't do anything. He was just trying to help.
Yeah. He, Mr. Toussaint sort of just looks at you, Emiko, and says, "Rules are rules. I don't care who started it. I'm finishing it." And he escorts Justus and Mark to the building.
Creepy attitude for an adult to have.
The Shao Kahn of social combat.
Wow.
Whoa.
That's a deep cut there, my friend. Your soul is mine. And yeah.
That's Shang Tsung.
Oh, that's right. That's Shang Tsung. Sorry,
Shang Tsung,
I was
sorry.
thinking Shang Tsung. It's fine.
Shao Kahn.
Shao Kahn's the dude with the skull mask. That's right. Yeah.
Yep.
And who always beat me in every single fucking game I ever played. It doesn't matter how much put quarters I put into that game. Okay, sorry. I'm not upset.
Shao Kahn. Everyone gets it. We get it. We get it, man.
Goro too. What the hell, man? Like, you could never beat Goro. You had to cheese Goro so much. But sorry, I'm not gonna go.
So Dayen is gonna go up to Lacey and be like, "What was that about?"
Lacey sort of looks at you and says, "Oh, I'm so glad. Mark, he just kept bothering me.
How did he bother you?
Yeah, I don't really want to talk about it. I'd really like to just go to the arcade. Are you guys going to the arcade?"
No, I've got to go to work.
Work. Okay.
Yeah, I work at a coffee shop bookstore down the street now. I'm gonna go there after school, but maybe later.
All right. That sounds fun. Hey, do the rest of you guys want to go to the arcade?
We can't. We promised Mrs. Holloway that we'd deliver some homework to Anthony, but you can come with us if you want.
Oh. Okay.
We could go to the arcade after.
Sure, that'd be fun. Yeah. After. This would be technically during your free time phase, by the way. Like after school. So before patrol and after school.
Mm-hmm.
But I think free time phase is actually, I think detention for you, Justus, is during free time phase. So technically, actually, yeah, you would have to spend free time phase in detention.
Is this like a
Dayen
homework
would probably be
detention?
working.
Yeah, Dayen's working takes place right after school. So again, free time phase. Yeah.
All right.
Alrighty. So Lacey says, "Okay, well, I'll meet you guys at the arcade. If you show up, great."
Didn't you go there yesterday?
Yeah, we did.
Did you leave something there, or is there a particular reason?
No, I
you
really like the arcade. It's
went? I
great.
just really like the arcade. Okay. Well, have fun.
Okay.
Maybe we'll see you there.
Okay, come on, Rissy. And she has, of course, that giant plush bunny that she has under her arm. And she starts to walk across the green. Justus, we're gonna come back to you in a bit. Dayen, what are you doing? What are you heading up to?
I'm gonna go over to that coffee shop because I want to pay off that book. I want to see if I can, read the book behind the counter while I'm doing the things so that I can keep lore building on the side and get our exposition stuff. But I assume that there are roles for the free time stuff, the phase, right? So I assume I've got to roll something. Here, let me pull it up here.
Oh no, it's
Sometimes you just really need money, and not a little bit, but a lot. Maybe you've got your eye on a new camera, a cheap car. Maybe you're planning to surprise your friend with a huge gift. Whatever it is, it's something that's probably just a little out of your reach, but that's what jobs are for, right? Talk with your magic keeper to set a number of desire tallies needed to attain your desired object. When you attain that number, erase your tallies and gain it immediately. Hey, gamekeeper.
Yes, a magic keeper, but that's fine. I'll accept.
What is the desired tallies on expensive book of deep secrets and MacGuffining?
Yeah, I mean, you've already read it once. To obtain the book permanently, technically it would be a week's worth of work.
Okay.
So that means you need to complete the week in order to obtain it permanently.
So how many tallies?
Well, today is day 2.
So 5 more tallies.
Correct.
6 more tallies. Okay. So, Desire tally 6. And I need to roll a d4 to see how the day went.
Do it. Let's see.
Okay. That, is going to be a d4.
This is at the actual coffee shop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Oh no.
All right.
What
is that? What does a 1 mean?
Please hold. Your call is important to us. Tough day. This is why you hate having... You had to deal with irate customers all shift. Increase stress by 1 and gain 1 tally.
Oh, bleh.
Okay. So I got through the day, but I'm also taking a stress point.
That's true, yeah. So tell us what happened during your first day at the coffee shop.
Dayen loves to read things and is an intellectual, but absolutely hates interacting with people, as we've discovered. So the idea that he has to have interactions of a librarian nature and, like, coffee serving is way, like, it's the overstimulation and the anxiety-inducing level of wait, what? No, I can't. No, but, like, and, like, the hands are doing, I'm playing Overcooked is what we're doing here. I'm playing Overcooked.
Single player.
It hurts in every way, shape, and form. He just cannot get the plates cleared and the register tallied. There's probably like money sticking out of the register. You see like sweat is pouring down his forehead. His tie is all unruffled because he's like, is it hot here? Am I doing it right? Like the apron is askew and there's like a stack of books that have not properly been processed that need to like go back and be shelved. It's a mess.
Okay.
Bloody thing.
Cool. I think that the good news is that Yuna's grandfather, Yuna's Halabioji, does introduce you to this awesome TV show, this Paranormal Seekers TV show at the end of your shift. And
I do remember that coming up last.
That's right.
I definitely made my way to the coffee shop in time for that because that paranormal show is very important to Emmy.
That's fair, but that happens after your delivery of the homework.
Yes,
totally
exactly.
fine.
We haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah, we're sort of getting things a little bit out of order, but that's fine because Dayen goes straight to his job. You guys see Dayen sees on the show that Chad and Brad Peterson, he's like, you gotta watch this. This is great. And these two, excuse me, sort of like mid-30s, one guy with like a mullet, like a full-on MacGyver mullet, and the other guy with sort of like a little bit of a bob haircut. He's like, I'm Chad and I'm Brad, and we are the Paranormal Seekers, and they do a fist bump. And he's like, let's go into tonight's tale of mystery. And he snaps at a television set inside the actual show, which is like, it's all like static and shit. And he's like, oh, this is a really interesting, Chad. You're right, Brad. Let's take a look at the tape. And he points at the television, and the static turns into a sort of a grainy video clip. And Chad says, viewers, we've been getting a ton of reports saying, well, a boy from Lapis High jumped off the roof of the Lunette Sky Lounge last night. What's weird is that people swear they saw him jump, but his body never hit the bottom. Isn't that weird, Chad? Absolutely, Brad. Hey, let's watch. And they point and there's like a grainy video of like a boy who like is on the building and like a shaky cam, and he's like, and you just see like, of course, as with all 90 videos, you like see the time and date stamp and stuff, and it's literally, I believe it looks like it's yesterday or maybe the day before yesterday. It doesn't actually say it specifically, and it says, yeah, check this out. What's weird is that people saw it. They saw him jump, like they blinked, and then he was gone. Check it out. And the video sort of switches to the grainy figure on the roof of a building, and he jumps, and like everyone, he goes, holy mush, and like it bleeps. You hear beep, and then he jumps, and then the body vanishes. The grainy video switches to an interview with a policeman. Lieutenant, I don't know, let's give him a fucking name.
Jim Dangle.
Yeah, there you go, perfect. What did you call him? Wait.
Jim Dangle.
Jim Dangle, perfectly. You're Lieutenant Jim Dangle. And like you're just seeing like Lieutenant Jim Dangle, Lapis City Police. It says, yeah, it's probably mass hysteria, probably intoxication. Figures just because, you know, it's a bar, right? I mean, what, do you think he just disappeared into a puddle of water? What, are you kidding me? And then it flips back to Chad and Brad, who look at each other with sort of a little bit of consternation and a little bit of maybe a little bit of fear, and they say, well, that's not all. According to our sources, some of the people said that it was their friend Levi Parker who has been missing since this incident. The cops can say it was all hysteria that they want, but this place has been giving off some serious haunted vibes ever since. Am I right, Chad? I don't know, Brad. We're gonna have to go in, and the two of them together, check it out! We'll be heading there next week to check out for lingering paranormal activity, so stay tuned. That's all for tonight, and remember, and the two of them together, keep seeking the paranormal. And that's where the show ends. And Eunice Halibioji sort of looks over and he says, that was amazing. I love those two guys. They keep my heart racing with everything that they do. And the stories are so interesting. Don't you agree? You're on mute, though, Dayen. Either that or you're just not speaking at all. There's some words coming out of your mouth and I can't hear you at all.
I muted. I was moving around in my leather chair.
That's okay.
No, yeah. Yeah, it's real weird. Am I good for the day? Like,
yeah, sure. I just thought you might want to hang out. It's fine. Whatever, that's no problem.
I mean,
Mandy's friends.
Your daughter's a more appropriate age, sir, but I appreciate that you want to be friends. I just out the door, apron off, gone. Like, actually, you know what? No, he's already reading the book again. He's like, I'm just gonna be 5 minutes. I'm just gonna be 5 minutes, and he's like scanning for anything about like basically right off the episode. Are there patterns that develop if people are interacting with these things? No, wait, never mind. Forget it. There's none of that in the book. There's none of that in the book.
None of that in the book? No.
I'm just going to keep on reading and see if there's anything else about like weird portals or voids.
Okay.
Like the word with the void, right? The void, capital T.
Well, I mean, you don't really know about the void. Like, there's no the void per se. Okay. Right. It's just they just saw his body disappear after he jumped off the Lunette Sky Lounge.
Is there a way to like look up in the book, because it's talking about like the physics of all the stuff in this other worlds, like doors between worlds, like maybe unconventional doors, like floors or like...
Yeah, I mean, it talks about rituals performed by individuals. It doesn't go into like great detail because this is just, it's not like a technical manual about how to make rituals. It basically says that certain tribes in certain communities around the world believe that there are gates between worlds and that things spill out of them and into our own. And that with enough willpower and enough sort of... It keeps using the words focus.
Okay.
That you can sort of poke a hole from the other side.
I'm gonna put the book back and mark off that I've paid for this much of the book with my new job. And then I'm gonna go sit down next to Emmy and be like, all right, so you were watching that too, right?
Oh yeah, I'm a big fan of Brad and Chad, so it's not my first time watching
Okay.
them. But
all I could think about was that stuff in the alley yesterday.
yeah,
Maybe there are ways to make doors between our world and everything that's been bleeding through. What if?
oh, like one of those portals that we saw.
Yeah. What if he fell through one of those by accident, or he
Ooh, that's
was controlled? If that acolyte, if that guy we were dealing with yesterday was controlling all those other people, maybe he was controlling this kid too.
yeah. Did the video show a clear look of that kid's face at all?
No, it did
No?
not. No.
Okay. And we've not met him. He's not somebody that goes to our school.
You have not heard about him. That's for
Okay.
sure. No.
Okay. I feel like if he was in the group of people that we saw yesterday, he wouldn't be missing anymore. So they wouldn't have run it today, or they would have at least had like an interview with him or something. But yeah, that's because like that acolyte, he was like pulling people or things.
Yeah.
Those wisps came from somewhere.
Maybe there's more portals around here.
Yeah, I think so.
We should be on the lookout for that tonight on patrol.
That's a good idea. Also, by the way, I feel a little bad that you had to take a job to essentially like get this book and everything, and it's not much, but she pulls out her $10 allowance and she gives it to Dayen.
Oh my gosh.
He's gonna sit there and say, That's really sweet, thank you." And he's gonna put his hand on her hand where the $10 bill is, like, "But this is for Kirix and everything we have to do. Save that. Maybe you'll need it for something too. I'll get the book. We can all contribute to the team."
Okay.
And then he realizes how long he's been holding his hand, and he pulls his hand away.
You dorks are
Emmy
adorable.
just kind of makes that beep sound and like like lots of color like high in her cheeks, and just goes, "Maybe I'll go buy some cameras so that next time we can like take pictures of stuff."
Dayen's hair is somehow entirely blocking his eyes. Like, yeah, that'd be good. We need proof of these things. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And she starts digging through her bag to like write down, "Go buy cameras," just to like give herself anything to do except for look at Dayen. So.
That's right.
This is so good. I love it so much.
I want fan art. No.
Dorks are adorable. I love it.
Dayen's gonna look around and see like if anybody else is like still lingering in the cafe and like
No, it's closing time.
Yeah.
It's just Yuna and her grandfather, you and Emmy.
Great.
Closing time.
Closing
time.
I'm gonna wave goodbye to them and say, I'll see you guys tomorrow after school.
Okay, see you soon. And let's sort of rewind time a little bit. As Dayen has already sort of gone to his job, Emmy, did you went with Justus? I'm sorry, you went with Verity and Carmen to go hang out and deliver the homework, am I right?
To fix the timeline, we shall say that Emmy went with the girls to go deliver the homework, but she will not go to the arcade. She'll go to the coffee shop because she really wanted to see Brad and Chad. So
That's fair. So you sort of split your time between the two. Okay, that's fine.
exactly.
Fair.
All right. So let's do this then. While Emmy, Verity, and Carmen are going to deliver the homework, let's flip to Justus then. Justus, well, you really blew it this time, didn't you? You done something to merit the wrath of a teacher, and you have mandatory detention. So you'll be spending your free time phase at the school in a room, either being bored out of your skull or somehow motivating yourself to do schoolwork. Just remember, no talking! You get to choose one activity to do during your detention. It is just you and it is just Mark in this room. So you can do one of three things. Number one, pressured study. 2, just killing time. Or 3, a covert conversation. Need I explain any of those three?
No. I did get my bloody nose treated, right?
Oh, yeah. You went to the nurse. She gave you a cotton ball, stuffed it up there real good. And you didn't break your nose. He wasn't that strong.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm tempted to study, but I'm more tempted by finding out what happened. So I'm going to attempt a covert conversation.
All right. So with the secrecy of a stealth bomber, I love this. This is so good. With the secrecy of a stealth bomber, you begin very quietly whispering or passing notes to your cellmate. So number one, you gain a social point with Mark Polster.
Oh boy.
And you reduce your stress by 1.
Yay!
Make a stealth skill check, please. DC is 14.
Ooh.
Okay, so that is a not success. I don't call it a failure. I call it a not success. You first of all, let's tell me what you say, or attempt to say anyway.
Hang on. I don't recall, but I don't believe I've ever used my inspiration if we've had inspiration distributed.
I do think you guys have had inspiration. I don't think you've used it.
May I use
Mine.
inspiration in this case?
I will say yes, of course you can always use inspiration. But
Come on.
you may not.
There we go.
There we go, 17. Shit, yeah, absolutely. Okay.
My inspiration is wondering what could have been this guy's deal that made Lacey run from him like that. Lacey being a consistent motivator.
I like
yeah.
it, I like it.
Because reasons.
Because reasons.
Oh yeah. I'm going to just lean over and say, so, Mark, first, no hard feelings about the nose. Happens. But yeah, what's going on, dude?
He says, I don't know, man. She was such a cool chick, and then all of a sudden she got real weird, and she didn't want anything to do with me. I just wanted to talk to her. She's real beautiful, and I feel like I can't spend any time with other people without thinking about her all the time. Ever happened to you?
Yeah, I know what you mean. She certainly got a. I know what you mean. He is not like anyone else I've seen. But listen, you can't go talking to girls like that, and try as you might with how you feel. They start saying no to you. You just gotta respect that. That all said, like, have you seen like Lacey before this year?
Just like
What do you-
around town, but yeah, this is her first
What do you
year.
know about her?
Not a lot. I mean, she's just like really, like, I don't know like a whole lot about her. I mean, like, she likes the arcade a lot. She likes to have fun. She loves that doll. Like, she takes it everywhere she goes. I think it's kind of cute, but whatever. I mean, everybody has hard times letting go of things.
Yeah. I'm just gonna like nod and just say, and just clap him on the shoulder and say, "Listen, that was a good one. I will give you that." And I just sort of like tap my nose and just lean back in my chair and start looking out the windows.
He sort of whispers over to you and he goes, Can I tell you a secret?
Of course. What's up?
I haven't taken a karate lesson since I was in 4th grade. I didn't know what I was doing out there. Like, I was just hoping I would land a good one. And I guess I kind of, like, when I hit you in the nose, I felt real bad. I was like, oh shit, I probably broke his nose. My dad's gonna kill me. Everyone's like, hey, it's Mark Polster. He's like the super rich kid. And it's not easy sometimes, you know, being that guy.
I know, man. I know what you mean. It's a lot of pressure. And hey, karate might have been how many years ago, but still got something. And, well, if you want to help get a handle on that sort of thing again, and come over and train at the gym I'm at, looking for people.
Cool beans, man. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess we're just gonna wait this whole thing out. I guess. Whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so the time passes. Obviously, you gain a social point with Mark Polster. You can put that into your sheet or notate it in some way. From the perspective of NPC social points, this is, you're still at sort of the beginning of the bond between you and Mark. It needs, you need greater than 8 social points to sort of get into, the second level of bonds. In which case this NPC would, be willing to help you even in social encounters in which no harm would befall them.
Talk to ship chat. Get that ship built.
But you at this point in time they won't help you yet. But at this point, who knows what'll happen with Mark Polster?
Do Dayen and I get a social point?
I don't know. I mean, like, I guess, let's see. Let me look at bonds between, because that was a bond between a PC and an NPC.
Yeah.
PCs and PC bonds are different entirely.
Okay.
Because you guys get bonds through special events and stuff like that, which then focus into bonuses for your skills and all that jazz. But everyone gets at least 1 social point per free time phase. Thank you very much, Magi-Knights. Absolutely. So let's talk about the activity that everybody's dying to know about, which is what happened with Anthony Reed.
Yeah.
So the 3 of you move down to an address given to you by Mrs. Halloway to Anthony Reed's house, and it's a sort of like it's in a nice part of town. It's not like it's not the house from It or anything like that. And you do in fact see the house from pretty far away. And let me just find it here. Here we are. You see his house. You're able to sort of go past a couple of grocery stores. There's a burger store nearby, and then you see Anthony Reed's house. There's a whole burger store. Hey, it's called Marley's Burgers. Yeah, and you see Anthony Reed's house, and you walk up the staircase to his front door. You see like the word Reed on the front porch. And up to you.
Do we have it all? We've got.
Yeah, you've got his homework. Yeah.
History and everything. Okay. All right.
Remember that being successful. So.
Ding dong.
Yeah,
there's a doorbell. Yeah.
Awesome.
No. It's like an old knocker.
What do we do now?
It plays, one of those giant lion knockers.
What knockers? Okay, so let me switch you guys to the map because I think it's time for some handouts. So let's move you guys. Okay. So let's move everybody to the map scene. Bam. Okay. So you guys go through town. You go and you knock on his door. Ring his doorbell. Sorry, I got too invested in the knocker situation. And yeah, you hear some footsteps, and the door opens, and there is an older man there. He's probably like in his like late 40s, early 50s, and he says, "Hello."
Hi, we're from Frost Peak. We brought Anthony's homework.
Oh, oh, that's so kind. He's got this like, he's got crow's feet. He's got lines on his forehead. His hair is slicked back, either with sweat or you're not even quite sure why. He looks just really uncomfortable. He says, "I'm Anthony's father."
Is Anthony home?
Yes, he is. He's been very ill, actually.
I'm sorry. We hope he gets better soon.
Yes, I'm hope so too. And you all hear a young male voice say, "Dad, who is it?" Coming from upstairs inside the house. "Oh, Anthony, stay in bed. It's some people from Frost Peak. They're here with your homework." "Oh, could they come upstairs and give it to me?" "I don't think that's a good idea, Anthony. I think you have to stay in bed. Please."
Oh,
Please.
he can stay in bed. We can just bring it to him.
I
It's
don't
fine.
know if that's a good idea. He's been very sick, and I don't want to give whatever he's had to you. I just I don't I.
Is
Well,
it contagious?
there's
What was that?
Is it contagious?
I don't know what he has. I'll be honest. We're not quite sure yet. The doctors don't know what's wrong with him.
Well, we don't have to stay long. There's just some stuff that came up in class that we might need to explain a couple of the assignments to him, but we can make it really fast.
I see. Well, as long as you make it fast, I don't see
Of course.
the problem.
He
Yeah.
won't be long at all.
No, and then maybe you can, I don't know, go get a cup of tea or something. You look like you might need it.
Oh, well, thank you. I am quite worried about his condition. I haven't had a lot of sleep, to be honest.
Yeah.
Anyway, yes, please do come inside. I apologize. And he opens the door, it sort of creaks open, and the three of you are able to see the house. And it's nicely furnished. It's not over extravagant. It looks like a normal middle class home. And he motions up the stairs and says, "Anthony's bedroom is at the top of the stairs on the right."
Okay.
Okay.
5. Yeah, thank you.
Yes. And you go up the stairs, and as you move up the stairs, you hear, "Oh," and you, I assume, open the door to his room.
Knock, knock, knock.
"Oh, you can come in. It's fine. Fine." You open the door, and the room is very, very plain. There's a bed in the room, posters here and there. There's a desk with some stacks of paper on it. Everything is just really, really neat. And in this bed is a young boy. He's about your age, maybe a little bit older. And he's got bright, like sapphire blue eyes, maybe seemingly even more blue by the fact that they're pretty bloodshot. And he's extremely pale. He has like I would kill for these eyelashes. He's got like stallion-like long eyelashes. And I've got a handout here. Let me show you Anthony Reed in bed. There he is.
Oh.
He's got a cold compress.
On his head. Oh,
There he is.
my baby.
Yeah, poor kid.
His face is flushed, but he is pale. And he says, thank you so much for coming.
With every cough, Emmy resists the urge to like pull her t-shirt up over her nose, but she decides that would probably be rude. Oh,
Just sitting there in conflict with herself, like.
yeah, she's just kind of like, here's your homework.
He like reaches out a trembling hand, and it looks like he's got like clammy and sort of he's got the shivers maybe a little bit, and he just, you could just put it
right
on my desk. Yes, thank you. He has like, it sounds like he's having a hard time breathing a little bit. He's like, I just can't get out of bed. Oh, I feel so awful. I don't know what's going on.
How long have you been sick?
Oh, I don't know, a few days. Like a few days.
Is there anything we can do to make you feel better?
Oh, I don't know. What do you think you can do?
Well, what is your favorite thing?
I like music.
Yay. Carmen seems really excited about this. I also really like music. What do you like?
Oh, anything. I just like anything that's like high energy. Maybe, I don't know. Like something that's. I haven't had the chance to do anything energetic at all. I've been in bed for 3 days.
What's your favorite band?
Oh, I don't know. I like Prince. I'm a big fan of Prince. I mean, there's this movie from the 80s that I just got on VHS called Purple Rain. It's so amazing. I don't know why people don't like it more. It came out and I don't know. I think maybe it's gonna come back into fashion one of these days.
Dayen, man.
I heard a strange rumor that he's going to change his name, but he hasn't decided what it is yet.
Hold on, quick Google check. Did that happen? 1995. When did Prince change his name? When did Prince change? Because I remember this fucking happening. Here we go.
I feel like
Oh, he changed his name in 1993.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. She says, I think you mean the artist formerly known as.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he did that Batman movie, and then he changed his name. Like, wow.
Well, Batman has that effect on people. I couldn't even get through it.
He like smiles, and then he's just like, and he starts coughing again. He's like, oh, I feel really bad. I shouldn't have laughed. I'm sorry.
I had to mute myself. I'm dying.
From the coffee shop, you just hear, the new Batmans aren't as good as the old one.
Here we go.
Tommy Lee Jones is such an amazing artist. Okay.
We do not disrespect Two-Face in this house.
Oh, no, of course not. Sorry, I apologize. The Riddler all the way. Anyway, he's like, I don't know what made me so sick. It was like a few days ago, and I went to Alan and Ann's grocery store, and I saw this like super cute girl, and then I went to Marley's Burgers with her, and then I got super sick. I don't get it.
Girl, is she sick too?
While this is happening, Verity's gonna just take a little, like, nonchalant little walk around the room. And try to see if there's anything that stands out.
Okay.
It's off.
Verity, make a perception check.
Yes, sir. Okay, my perception is gonna be. That's the wrong sheet. Here it is. Perception. That's persuasion.
Yeah.
+2. Click thing. Event.
Does he have like a notebook or something?
No,
around?
he does not.
There we go.
Yeah, you don't see anything out of the ordinary, Verity. It's a boy's room. You haven't seen a whole lot.
I've never been in a boys' room before.
You're just stunned. You're like, I'm just staring at the floor.
Went in there with the mindset to investigate, but then realized where I was.
We still have like all our school stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Straight from school, so we still have our bags and everything.
I wanna do something silly.
Sure, go for it.
Do it.
I want to take out one of my class books, like students' notebooks. I want to take out one of my notebooks and like cross out the title of whatever it was, and then just like turn over the inside cover and get to like drawing a picture of Prince on the inside cover for him.
Awesome. Make a performance check. I want to see how good of a drawing this is. You're very good at art, musical art, but how good are you at drawing? Let's see.
1 sec. I have the wrong thing open. You said performance?
Yep.
Right. I can't roll from my
No,
sheet, can I?
but you can't roll from the sheet because it's a PDF.
Right. Okay. Then D20.
Just a D20 plus your mod.
You said performance?
Yep. Yeah, I mean, it kind of looks like Prince if you sort of squint at it.
That's plus a 6.
Oh, +6.
Oh, yeah, that's my stat.
Damn, fucking hell.
I know.
Okay,
So, you know.
it's a decent rendition of Prince in 1995.
Heck yeah.
He's got the little sort of like Ankh symbol, the Ankh symbol, or whatever the hell that thing that he changed his name to. Was it called the love symbol? I don't know.
It's called the love symbol.
I call it the Prince symbol.
The Prince symbol. It is the Prince symbol. And he says,
Wait, this is the second time I talked about Prince within the past week. What the hell?
He's like, that's a really good picture. I can't talk anymore. I feel really bad. And he sort of like falls back on his bed a little bit.
No, that's okay. Just who was the girl that you were with? Maybe we can check on her to make sure that she's not sick too.
His eyes sort of like roll over to you, Emmy, and he says, "I don't know. It's unbecoming of a gentleman to speak of people that we've gone out with."
I didn't ask if you kissed her.
Oh no, I just don't want
to. I was very articulate for a practically dying kid.
Yeah, he's not dying. He's just like he's really sick, and he's kind of an effete 13-year-old, 15-year-old, whatever. You know what? Make a either persuasion or influence skill check.
Oh boy. Yep.
You got this. We believe in you.
Come on,
this is about right
got
for
this.
me.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Oh, that's a 5.
Yeah, he's like, I don't feel like talking about her right now.
I'm okay.
Yeah, I'm surrounded by ladies. I'm feeling weird.
I mean, this must be great, though, right? Like lifting your spirits.
Oh yeah,
I want to point out.
Absolutely.
She's a little perturbed that she gets the information that she wants, and her patience has run out. So she kind of like takes the books that she's holding and slams them on his bedside table and says, "Well, we already have a paper due in history, and it's supposed to be on the Peloponnesian War from whenever that is. So good luck."
Peloponnesian War. Wow, I've heard that one in like 30 years. Holy crap.
Whatever that is, like it's a scheduled event in like the next month.
Amazing. Yeah.
Hey guys, visit the Peloponnesian War.
Yeah, fantastic. He's like, could you do me a favor? Could you just call for my dad? Could you call for my dad, please?
Mr. Reed, Anthony needs you.
He walks up the stairs. He's like, yes, son. How can I help? Could you do me a favor? These ladies they've gone ahead and given me my homework. Thank you very much. I'm not feeling so good, Dad. He's like, oh no, son. Is it the muscle aches? Or the insomnia? Or are you able to sleep? Oh yeah, occasionally I'm able to sleep a little bit, but not too much, Dad. I feel really, really gross every time I wake up. I'm so sweaty, and it's like I'm having a hard time breathing, and I don't like talking too much. But could you do me a big favor, Dad? He's like, anything, son, anything. He says, take this. And he takes a blanket off his bed and he hands it to his dad. He says, just cover the mirror over there. He says, the mirror. Yeah, just cover over it. Why, son? No reason. It's just like, I just want to cover it.
I look over at
What
the
does the
mirror.
mirror say?
Is there anything special on it?
Make a
Verity's looking
make
too.
a perception check.
Perception. Oh,
It
okay.
was a +2.
This should
right?
be better.
Please be
13.
higher. Please be higher. Please be.
You don't see. Yeah, good job, Verity. Natural natural 1.
No.
I
What else do I
get
beg?
I get a 17.
You got a 17.
Nice.
You don't see anything out of the ordinary, Carmen, about this mirror. But when you look at it, it kind of seems like the shadow of your reflection or of things in the room. Like sometimes they sort of flicker a little bit. Maybe it's a trick of the light. You're not sure.
I'll save it. Save my inspiration. That's what happens when I don't do pre-rolls.
He's like, I'll be honest, Dad, I was kind of embarrassed to ask you to cover it up. He's like, you don't need to be embarrassed at all, son. Just, please take care of yourself. He's like, okay. And then he goes over to the mirror and he covers it with a blanket. He goes, Dad, I'm feeling really tired. I just need to take some time off. And his as he's talking, his eyes start closing. And he passes out.
Our signal to go, I think.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Yeah.
hand his father the notebook. That's like a bright pink notebook. She's crossed out the word math on it,
Mhm.
ripped out a few pages. There's like hearts and like other random musical symbols all over the cover. I'd be like, make sure he gets this, then just leave.
Okay. Carmen leaves through the door and goes downstairs. Who follows Carmen?
Follow Carmen. Yeah.
Yeah.
And say maybe play Purple Rain for him. He seemed to like that. Music heals.
Oh,
I almost want to approach the mirror, but nah, I won't. We'll go.
Oh, but you love mirrors.
yeah.
Ugh.
Come on. Emmy, so you follow Carmen down the stairs, and Verity, you follow Emmy. And then the father shuts the door behind you, Verity. Verity, please make a perception check.
All right, third time's the charm. Here we go. At least double digits. Let's go.
Oh,
There we go.
Natural 20.
nice.
Amazing.
As you are walking down the stairs, and Mr. Reed is, he opens the door. Carmen walks out onto the front porch. Emmy, you follow Carmen. And then Verity, you're about to step out the front door when you hear a thump from upstairs. And because you got that natural 20, you know that thump is not the thump of something enormously heavy. It's the thump of something like a piece of cloth falling and hitting a wooden floor. And Mr. Reed says, well, I hope you've had a nice time at school. Thank you so much for delivering Anthony's homework. Have a wonderful day. I'll see if the doctors can take another appointment tomorrow.
Hope he feels better soon.
Yes, I'm sure
Yeah.
he will.
Yeah, sure.
And then he shuts the door. An hour or so later, Emmy, you end up at Yuna's shop, and
Yeah.
I guess Justus, you have the tail end of your of your detention sort of comes to a close as night begins to sort of come a little bit quicker probably than usual. Verity and Carmen, do you join Lacey at the arcade, or do you just sort of leave that out there?
I mean, I think Carmen would go.
Yeah, that sounds fun actually.
Okay.
We're gonna meet up with everyone else before was it investigation?
What's that?
We're gonna meet up with everyone before the investigation.
Yeah, before the patrol phase, right?
Patrol, that's what it's called. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah. So this is
Investigation
still
phase, yeah.
technically free time phase. Okay, cool. So you guys go to the arcade. She is waiting there. She looks like she's been waiting there for a while. She's got that doll in her hand. She's sort of slumped in one of the seats, and she sort of perks up when she sees the two of you coming, and she says, "Oh, great! I was been waiting for you such a long time. I love the arcade. Did you guys bring quarters? Please tell me you brought quarters."
I'm gonna assume yes.
I
should have a couple of bills on me just taking her.
Oh, great! The change machine's over there, and she points over to the change machine that makes quarters from dollar bills. And you guys spend like an hour or two at the arcade, and because of that, let's just do with the free time. Let me just go to my free time chart here, which I think. Do you guys have the free time chart as a handout?
No.
If not, that's okay. I will tell you what happens to you.
Here it is. Oh, free time phase.
Yes, free time phase.
Has the list of all the stuff we can do.
Yeah, so this is the arcade. Where is it? It's on page. What page is it on? Here we go. Oh, that's just the list, but it doesn't tell you. Well, first of all, you all gain a social point with any Magi-Knight or NPC attending an event. In this case, you are going to the arcade.
Page 90 in the handbook.
Cool. Thank you, sir. I will flip to that very quickly.
Or I can read arcade if you want.
That's right, I got it. All right, so on page 90, here it is. The arcade. Yes. Where is it? Free time phase. Hit up the arcade. So roll after you get the dollar bills, you guys are engaged in all kinds of like crazy arcade stuff. Where's that awesome art of the arcade? Hold on, let me flip it to the arcade art. There it is, over here. Yeah, there it is.
I remember this.
Is that Galaga? Yeah, I think so. That man is playing Galaga, and you guys you spend some time in the arcade, and of course, Lacey sort of brings you over to the claw machine. Right, and she says, "Oh, it was so fun. Justus, like he won something from the arcade, from this claw machine yesterday. Do you guys wanna try to get one of them?"
What did he win?
Oh, I don't know. Like he spent some time. I think he won like some like toy or something like that. At least that's what I remember. Funny the things that you kind of remember. Anyway, do you guys want to try it? They have these really cool things called super soaring dragon soldiers. You want to try and see if you can get them?
Sure. That sounds great.
Okay. Here. You each have four quarters, so you have 4 chances.
Only a quarter. Wow.
This is 1995.
Yeah, I know. Wow.
Before arcade games either died off or cost like $5 a play. So number 1, before this whole thing is over, Verity and Carmen, you each heal 2 stress points if you had them. And if you don't have no stress points, then you don't heal none. All right.
I'm surprised I don't, but I may have either.
Yeah, you just got corruption. Sorry, Verity.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I remember now.
Yes. Yeah. So go ahead and roll a D100. And you can roll for however many quarters you guys have. Each of you have 4 quarters, so you can choose to spend all 4. Okay. Nothing with those first 2 quarters, unfortunately. Nothing with the second quarter.
I didn't get anything
And
with
nothing with
73.
the nothing with a 73. Yeah, the claw comes in and it just sort of comes down. You know how those fucking claw machines are, right? They go and like it just barely grips it and then flops away.
All right,
I have
here we
1 quarter left.
You have 1 quarter. Okay, go. Let's see it.
go. Hold on.
Oh, so close! It was a 75 that you needed, Verity.
Oh no!
Okay, so that was 1, 2. That was my third quarter. I have 1 left.
You got
You
one
have one
left. You got one left.
Everyone
Come
got,
on.
Big buddy, big buddy. Oh,
But 42. That's
Yeah,
gotta.
that is true. That is
Rigged.
the meaning to life. But yes, unfortunately, Carmen and Verity, the claw machine defeats you, and cackles at you, like literally, like as the claw, like as your turns turn up, it like it goes back to its starting place, and then you just hear like this sort of synthesized as the vacuum seems to be going off between. So I don't know what's going on over there. Is that Scepter?
Sorry.
Tell Scepter to stop fucking vacuuming. Honestly.
No, I think my landlord doing something outside.
Oh, damn. Like nighttime work. Blowing some leaves and shit. Yeah, so unfortunately, and like, Lacey sort of like looks a little sad. She's like, oh. Well, I guess everybody can't be a winner.
I mean, I don't know about that. I think we're winners right now. We're spending time with you.
That's so true. That's so true. Thank you. So yeah. I have to go. And she like looks around and then she hugs her doll for a sec. She says, I gotta go. I'm sorry to cut our time short. But thank you guys for hanging out with the arcade.
Oh, you don't want to tell us maybe about your doll? It's really cute.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I have to go. I'm sorry. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. Bye. And she walks away.
Bye.
Carmen's just gonna like cross her arms. I don't feel loved.
She took that personal.
Wow. Take a stress point. No.
That was
Little like heartbreak. Okay.
Carmen walks around the rest of the day with a little storm cloud.
Oh
around
yeah,
her.
totally. Storm cloud 100%. Okay, so yeah, that's all of your free time activities are completed, folks. I guess that said, you guys can meet up for the next phase, which is patrol phase. Justus, you are relieved of detention. You are not given another detention ticket. You have served your time. At the end of which, your fellow detentioneer, Mark, sort of nods at you and he says, "Hey, talk soon, all right?"
Yeah. Just before you go, what exactly happened when, up until suddenly Lacey didn't want anything to do with you?
What do you mean?
I mean, you said that things were fine and then things weren't. You mind me asking what happened?
Yeah, she just like didn't want to hang out anymore.
Where'd you used to go?
I don't know. We'd hang out. We'd go to the arcade once or twice. We went to the movies, and then all of a sudden, you know, she had all these dudes hanging out around her, and I guess she didn't really, you know, understand how I felt about her. So, whatever.
It's all right, man. Just patting on the back.
She's just like
See you soon.
She's just like the. Oh yeah.
Oh, no.
So,
Oh,
no, it's cool. No, it's fine. No, I'll see you soon.
No.
Yeah, no. He walks away awkwardly. He's like, no, it's fine. Let's go. He walks away.
Yeah, I was just. All right, walking away.
All right. So patrol phase. Do. Sorry. I don't know why that's like. That's like the Batman thing. Yeah. So let me. It is
It's
now.
clearly
Can't
the
do one more
Batman
do
City
'cause-
music.
Okay. Yeah. So it's night, and
Nighttime.
nighttime. Daytime. Nighttime. Daytime. Nighttime. Let me see if I can move you guys. Can I move you? I think I can.
I think we should go to the Lunette Sky Lounge where the guy jumped and
Yep.
see if we can find any evidence of like a portal or like maybe because the
There was
drawing was still on the ground, right?
Which
After
no,
like
are you talking about like the portal? Like
Yeah.
the no, it disappeared after the
it disappeared
after the creatures
completely.
died. Yeah.
Okay. I thought it's
No, I
somewhere
think
else.
I rolled to try and like scribble down the runes or memorize them in my head, but I don't remember the results of it because it was like a month ago.
Okay, yeah.
Did we get those runes
What happened?
mentally?
Sorry, say that again. I missed that.
I remember like asking if I could like try and memorize the runes and write them down so we could figure out what the hell they meant.
Yeah, they were like
I don't remember if I
shifting.
rolled.
I don't think you did. And
Okay.
I was just gonna say, I would say that like they were like shifting and all kinds of things. So like it was impossible to like write them down because they're always in motion and stuff.
So
Okay.
okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would say that you guys walk towards the lounge. It's dark. There's nobody there. And yeah, you guys don't seem to sort of notice anything odd about that particular place.
He jumped though, so there wouldn't necessarily be anything odd on the ground because he never reached the ground.
Correct, yeah.
Can we
Right.
get up to the roof? Sorry, Emmy fills in everyone about.
I was
uh,
gonna say, what? Somebody jumped?
yeah, his name is Levi Parker. He's been missing for a couple of days. And Dayen and I have this theory that maybe there's some portal somewhere that he might have fallen through or something like that. Yeah.
How tall is this building?
It's like 3 stories. Yeah, it's like a 3-story building.
I'm really disappointed. I thought this building would be much bigger.
I'm gonna heft this hollow gem and sort of curiously look at it and be like, what do we do with these? We didn't really get an answer from him. Hey, Kirix, are you anywhere?
Yeah, in your mind, you do hear the voice of Kirix. Let's see what accent he has this time. Roll for accent.
Random actor table.
Woo!
Let me think about what accents can I do. Hold
French.
on.
Just did one.
Hello, Dayen. How can I help you?
It hurts.
What's going
Still
on?
never gonna get used to that every time.
It's
Every
totally
time.
fine. How can I help you, Dayen?
I had a thought for you. We noticed these weird sort of glowing things after we were on patrol last night. Do these do anything?
Oh yes, those are your gloom gems.
You say that like I'm supposed to know what that means.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't tell you. So, like, if you
No.
go ahead and you know, if you defeat the spectral outsiders. Sorry, I'm not good at making spectral, outsider, sound effects here in your head. Listen, if you go ahead and defeat him, the energy that's left behind, the inert spectral energy, it goes into your glue, it goes into your soul crystal, and then into your sort of hollow gem, right? And then it makes all the energy sort of become available to you, and then you can trade those gloom gems to me if you like.
Is there a way we could trade them in to like see more residual energy? Like, is there a thing that can do that? Because we want to figure out how the hell they're getting through here.
Well, no, I mean, it doesn't really help in that regard. What it can do, however, is I can use it to create a kind of a really interesting power artifact through an alchemical process that's only known to me. I just want to let you know that.
Why are you so proud of that fact? Shouldn't you be sharing knowledge to help protect the world?
No, because if I told you, that you tell your friend, that you tell your father, and next thing you know, like, it wouldn't be, patented and trademarked. And then
But they couldn't collect the things to do the thing. It would be at best us. It's
you
a
know,
circle of
there are
one
certain
layer.
secrets that have to be, kept to yourself.
Why are you gleeful
Wait,
about this?
what?
That's kind of weird.
Why do you even need a trademark? You're not even from here.
Why? Yeah. Why do you need a trademark if you're not going to patent this?
I'm
and
trying
share
to
it with other people?
franchise out. Don't you understand that this is? I'm trying. The Herald Kyrix brand has to be assertive. We have to literally we have to go step by step in order for me to be able to.
So in order to secretly protect the world, you want to be better branded.
Absolutely,
Kyrix.
it's part and parcel of the job.
If you want a brand, you should open up hot dog stands.
I'm just going to take psychic damage.
I'm right there with you, man.
How can I turn this into useful? How about that?
Great.
Can you turn it into useful?
I certainly can. Absolutely.
Well, then show the fuck up here and take this thing.
Whoa, hey, what's your language there, brother? I mean, honestly.
Well, you're very frustrating right now.
I'm sorry. I
can't even hold my accent at you back.
Hey, you do what you have to do. That's all I have to say.
The gloom gems are physical things, right?
Yeah, they're actually,
Okay.
they are indeed part of your. Well, they're attuned to your soul crystal, so that only you can hold them, and Kyrix, and you can't trade them to other players, and you can't sort of pool your gloom gems for certain things.
Can I take out a gloom gem and then take out my soul crystal and try to put them together?
Yeah, they don't fit together like a puzzle. No, it's that does not work.
Maybe there's just a right way to do this. Gonna put my soul crystal on the ground and then get some gloom gems, put them on the ground, just try to flick them at the soul crystal like marbles.
Grab my gloom gem and I threw it on.
Oh, just hogs.
Threw it on the ground.
A very Last Airbender cartoon of her Sokka just sitting on the ground, just playing with stuff.
Yes, amazing.
Just constantly throwing things at somebody.
So, how long would it take for you to do something with this?
Not too long, honestly. I mean, it just depends on how much residual energy is inside your gloom gem.
I have no idea how to track that. I'm a level 1 version myself.
That's okay. There's a little. I can tell. Hold on.
Wait, we have levels?
Don't worry about it. It's just an ephemeral thing. Don't worry about it. It's just sort of it's not really like a part of you. It's just anyway. So I can tell.
Conversation. What the hell?
Yeah,
This is
if you
screaming 16 to me.
according to my understanding of gloom gems, the way it works is if you want to gain a rune on your armor or a weapon rune, you need a gloom gem with either 150 or 250 power on it. That's right! Yeah! Someone's really excited about that power cost. Damn straight.
So that's what that feels like.
That's amazing. That's
what that feels like.
Excuse me, I have the Kool-Aid man in the other room. He just went right through a wall, and I have to go and fix up the wall now.
Wait, Kyrix, is the Kool-Aid Man also one of the Magi-Knights?
I'm not going to confirm or deny the secret identity of any of our other heralds in the universe.
But yep, he asked Magi-Knight. You just said Herald. You gave it away.
Shite! I'm a horrible keeper of secrets. I'm gonna go now unless you need me to change any of your gloom gems into runes or something like that.
No.
Theoretically,
there is one little thing. Actually, this is probably a good time to mention it to literally everyone else in the group. About that ring we found yesterday.
Yeah.
I noticed you were wearing it.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, not by choice.
What do you mean not by choice?
For the sake of verity, brevity.
For the sake of verity.
For the sake of brevity. Well, I'm gonna be saying that wrong all the time now. Anyway, I think I'll just Verity will just go ahead and explain literally everything that happened last night. And I forgot what the name was. That was on the win. Yeah.
The name that was on the what? Oh, Rissy.
Rissy.
Yeah.
And more importantly, once we're done with, she's done explaining what happened. She also wants to bring up the thing with the mirror from what's his face, the place we were just at earlier today.
Yep.
Wait, Rissy?
Yeah, that was the name.
Didn't Lacey say that was the name of her rabbit earlier?
Wait, did she?
Yeah, I think we did.
I didn't.
How did I miss that? This is Richard actually talking. How did I miss that?
I don't know, Richard.
No, because I had an entire face journey and then was like, I don't know. As Emmy, I can't do anything with
No,
it
I'm
yet.
trash with names. That's actually like, how I would miss that.
Said it
Richard
and
is trash
forgot
with names. So
There you go.
all right, but either way, I have a little theory. Remember when he was all the guy we dropped the homework off to, and they were a little weirded out by the mirror?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think mirrors have like some type of connection with the whole outsiders thing. I mean, it's not the first time it's come up. I mean, again, that name was written on my mirror, which was fun to experience.
Is it still there?
Probably.
So we've got to investigate this jumper and the mirror of the sick child.
Not just his mirror. I think the mirrors are just are just maybe somehow connected in some way. I don't know if they're can be used as.
Ooh,
Are
spooky
the
spiritual
mirrors
mirrors.
the portals we're looking for?
Could be
Maybe.
connected, maybe,
Hear
or could just
that?
be a way they're able to somehow interact in this in our world.
Hey, Magi-Knights, I'm sorry to bother you, but have you looked at your soul crystals recently?
Uh-oh.
Should we have? Oh yeah, that's right. They glow
Yeah.
when we're near stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
It goes dim when there's stuff.
Yeah.
Quick question, Matt.
Yeah.
As we're doing that, looking at these armor weaves and the stuff that you were talking about with the runes.
Yeah.
Technically speaking, I'm asking because the visors have a 0 rune slot, so I'm wondering how much it costs to get the visors.
Visors are expensive. Visors are 150 gloom gems.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, who
They're
cares?
pretty amazing,
okay.
though. They're
I
really,
was
really
looking
good.
Okay, I see it now.
Yep.
Got it. There was actually I was looking for the table after it was before.
No problem.
Okay. Great. That answers that then. I look at my soul crystal.
It is glowing.
Are we all?
It is
Ah,
pulsing with energy.
Work team.
Hey, wait a minute. The building. Are we on top of that building that kid jumped off of?
You guys have
Or in
not
front of it?
scaled
No,
the
we're
building,
not.
no.
All right, so we're in front of it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call
near
for
it?
Cass.
Can we see it?
Oh, wait, sorry, Dayen, please. Apologies. The hawk sound. There we go.
Reading, multitasking.
Understand. You don't see anybody on top of the lounge, no. But the pulse is very sort of faint, right? It's not like vroom, 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 as you guys found spectral outsider energy near last
Is there
night.
a ladder on the outside of the building?
No.
Is the front door unlocked?
No.
I'm curious about the building itself. What's the make of it? Like, is it mostly like brick or concrete, or is it mirrored walls or glass walls?
No, it's concrete. Like every other building.
No
thought I was on
mirrors
this one.
anywhere. Yeah.
That is correct. A quick note from Magi-Knights, you can buy shards of power with gloom gems as well.
That list you guys are talking about where we can spend our gloom gems. That's off the PowerPoint or the.
No, it's on the actual.
It's in the rules.
Player's handbook.
We can talk about that another time. So yeah, at this point in time, like the shards, your soul crystals are indeed glowing faintly.
Player.
Emmy's gonna take a couple of steps in a direction until she figures out where it, where
It's
it starts to
away
glow
from the
more solid.
lounge. It's definitely moving away from the lounge, wherever this source of energy is.
Well, maybe whatever's here is already gone, but we might have a chance of figuring out a new portal.
Pick a direction?
Yeah.
Okay.
It looks like it's that way. Emmy points
Okay.
in that direction.
Very. Yeah, so I'm assuming you guys follow your soul crystals.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which leads you out of the commercial area of this particular city into the sort of more residential area. You see houses, you see streets, cars. People are sort of, it's nighttime, it's after dinner. Nobody's really walking the streets that much. But what you do notice is that your soul crystals are glowing with increasing energy. And I'd like you all to make perception checks.
+2, yeah.
15.
+2.
Perception.
Ooh!
23.
Hot damn. Natural 20.
I see
Dayen.
things.
Yes.
I
Dayen, you definitely see it first. Atop a building, a house actually, about a block and a half from you, you see someone standing atop their roof, overlooking
Atop
his
that
backyard.
house, about 3 blocks from us.
About a block and away.
About a
how
block
can
away.
you see that?
I think
Had
I
the eyes of an eagle.
I got a 20, by the way.
Oh, you got a 20? Yeah, he got a 23.
Yeah, 30, 20.
Dope. Yeah, Dayen sees it first. Justus, you see it directly after. And then everyone else follows suit.
Start running towards it.
Yep.
Okay.
As I do, say the magic words, transform.
Da-da-da!
Okay. You don't see any spectral outsiders, and so therefore, when you attempt to transform, it doesn't function.
All right.
So, like, you like tap your soul crystal, and you're like, "Fuck! I wanted to say the words. Ah, damn it!
That's even stranger.
It is."
Can the person on the roof see us coming toward?
He does see you as he sort of his head sort of shifts down to the 5 of you coming at him, and this is kind of important. Before we go to break, I'd like everyone to roll initiative.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Initiative's 2. So I'm gonna do 2.
Nice, nat 20.
Nice.
I don't have any additions to my initiative.
Oof.
It's
8.
just a straight nat 20.
All
I got
right.
a 6.
All right. So who got higher than an 18? Let's start with that. Who got higher than an 18?
20.
20 for Carmen. Verity. Anyone else? Just the 2 of you? Okay.
No.
When we come back from break, I will allow Verity and Carmen to make the first move. But what that move is, well, we'll have to find out when we come back. So let's take a break. Why don't we take how does 5 minutes work for everybody?
Thank you. 5.
All
Good.
right. Cool. All right, so we'll be back in 5 minutes. Don't go anywhere, folks. More Magi-Knights after this. Hey, let's go. We're ready. So I don't even, you don't want to know. So, okay, then I think it was Justus. No, sorry, it was Verity and Carmen.
Heck yeah.
Yes, the 2 of you will be able to act. And he's standing on the top of his roof, and the 2 of you will get to do an action. And you recognize him, all of you. This is one of your fellow students who you recognize from some of your classes. He's actually sort of a relatively smart, intelligent guy. Dark hair, tan skin. His name is Lincoln Garcia, and you've never known him to do this. Like, he's standing on the top of his roof. He's just like, his eyes are stark. And as he stands on his roof and looks down at the 5 of you, he yells, "I have to see Rissy. I have to go. She's calling me." And he looks like he's about to jump. Carmen, Verity, you guys get to do what you want to do before he does. Tell me.
How far away is he?
You were at the base of his house.
How high is his house?
30 feet off the ground?
If I wanted to throw Verity onto the roof, could I?
You are not in Magi-Knight form, so
That's
good luck
fair.
with that.
There's no way up to his roof, right? That we can see.
You don't, I mean, you don't see anything right now. So, yeah. Carmen, what do you want to do? You're first in the initiative, so go.
Can I engage in social combat?
Sure can. What do you want to say?
I want to yell up to him and tell him to stay where he is.
This is actually not a situation where, actually, now that I consider it a little bit greater, this is not a situation where social combat's needed. It may just take either an influence or a persuasion check.
Okay. Then I would love to do one of those two things. You said influence or persuasion, right?
Influence or persuasion, yeah.
Well, they're both a +3, so let's see what happens.
What do you say, though, Carmen?
Well, I mean, Carmen's not really sure what's going on. She didn't see a lot of what's going on. The only thing she's heard is that Rissy was scrabbled onto Verity's mirror, and
And it's apparently the name of the stuffed animal.
it's
The girl
also
we were
apparently the name of the
testing
stuffed
out with.
animal. So
Correct.
I would like to yell up and say that Rissy should not be trusted.
Okay. So that's a persuasion check for sure. You say, Rissy cannot be trusted. Don't trust Rissy.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a 17.
Okay. It's pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and say he sort of looks down at you and says, you know, Rissy?
I think I do. I mean, I know everyone. Everyone knows Carmen.
He's going to make an insight check
Yeah,
on you, Carmen. Are you lying?
No, I mean, I am the popular girl. I know everyone, and I try to be friends with everyone. That's literally my character sheet.
So you know, okay, you know Rissy.
I know everyone.
I mean,
That's a dubious check there, Carmen, but I'm going to make it anyway. Let's go. Here we go. Let's see what happens. Standard D20. Let's just roll it in the open.
Damn it.
That's an 18. Ooh. That beats your persuasion check. He's like, you're lying. You don't know Rissy. Rissy's the best. I have to join her. And like he looks like he's about to jump. You're done. It's now Verity's turn.
okay, yeah. So it's about to jump. Verity's gonna say, I know Rissy. I know of her. I've been to where you're probably going to end up at her place. She's right. It's a very bad place you're going to be going to if you follow through with this. Don't do it.
All right, make a persuasion check.
+6, thank God. I forget I'm the charismatic one.
That's right. Let's go.
Another thing we discovered like last time.
All right. I'll make the DC. I'm going to actually tell you the DC before you roll it. I'll say the DC is 15.
15. So I need at least an 11, and I have 1 inspiration.
You do.
Which I'm going to use.
That's very smart, because that's an 8.
Ooh, come on. All right.
Oh, better. Okay there. Yeah, he's like,
inspiration gone.
What's wrong with where Rissy wants me to go? No. She's calling me. You don't understand. I know. And then you see that he's sort of like there's some lights that go on inside his house, and you see some people sort of coming out the front, looking at you all, and they're older, they're adults, and they're like, who are you? What's going on? And they're like dressed in their night robes, and you hear from up on top of the roof, Mom, Dad, I don't know what's going on. And his eyes close, and he starts to like just sort of tumble, and he just sort of like falls to the roof and starts to tumble off the roof. The rest of you, what do you want to do? Emmy, Justus, Dayen, what are you doing?
Try and catch him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Trying to catch him.
Okay. So did
Emmy's
we
read books about circus performers and knows that the best way to break their fall is to just physically break their fall.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's go in initiative order. Justus, Emmy, Dayen. Who got lower than an 18?
I got a 15.
Emmy, what'd you get?
6.
And Dayen?
I got an 8.
Okay, so Justus, it's your go. What do you want to do?
Yeah, gonna run and try and physically break the fall.
Okay, make an
With my
athletics check.
Okay.
Fly like a falcon.
Ah.
Okay, you jump and you're like, you just miscalculate the distance and you're like, "Ah," and like and he's just tumbling. He's still tumbling in the air. Let's go to Dayen, who got an 8 on his initiative.
Yarp.
What are you doing?
Acrobatics to try and break his fall.
Okay, you sort of vault over Justus, who just had made a giant like football leap for him. Go for it, acrobatics. That's a 12.
12.
It's not good enough. You like flip. Justus drops, and you sort of get entangled into Justus. Emmy, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna do acrobatics to try to do the same thing.
Okay, you do some
As well.
parkour, leap, and
Yep.
what are you doing?
Leap. Oh, 21.
Hot damn. Emmy,
Nice.
That's what we need, that's what we
parkour
need.
leaps through the mass of Justus and Dayen and is able to basically sort of slide her body under the unconscious body of Lincoln Garcia as he falls just south of the pool for some reason or another, which is sort of like in his backyard. There's a pool in his backyard that seems to be maybe where he was looking out. He wasn't going to just jump from his front porch onto the street. He was going to jump into the
Okay.
pool.
Oh.
He's gonna jump in a reflective surface.
Yeah, reflective
Yep.
surface.
Can I pay
Mm.
attention at all to the blatantly obvious? Like, yeah.
Emmy sees that and then just ignores it to get in between him and the grass, and as he like lands on top of her, she tries to like use her momentum to like roll them both. That it basically is just like ow.
Ow. Yeah, for real. So, luckily you take no damage, although if I were a meaner Magic Keeper, I would give you some bludgeoning damage from the weight of a human being falling on you from 30 feet up.
She
Dead weight
has
too. He's
done
passed
a
out.
lot of math
That's
for
true.
the correct angle in her head. Gimbals
Uh-huh.
stuff.
So he's mumbling as he's on top of you, Emmy. Which is like not the way you want it to be. Obviously, this is not comfortable or even uncomfortable. This is just really awkward. And he's like in this sort of dream dazed state. His eyes are sort of flickering behind his eyelids, and he's just sort of like she's calling. Riss is calling for the faces. They're calling. It's to Rissy.
Yeah. Hang up
It's
for right now
Rissy.
because we need you here.
She's calling me.
Just don't put it. You can star 69 that. You can call her back later. She just kind of she's gonna dip her hand in the pool and splash water on his face.
Okay,
to try
yeah.
to-
She, you get water on his face. It's like, he sort of shakes off the water. His parents run in, like, oh my God, Lincoln! And like, they just like, call 911, call the ambulance, oh my God! And they cradle Lincoln, and like, and Lincoln's eyes sort of flutter open, and he says, what's going on? What's happening? What's going, Mom? Mom, what's going on? It's okay, baby. It's gonna be just fine. Call 911. And she starts to cry. Good news.
Can I do
Good news before you can do anything else. First of all, reduce your stress by 2. Everyone, you have successfully saved Lincoln Garcia.
Oh.
Whew.
I can tell you guys. Okay. Dayen,
Okay.
please continue. I apologize.
Sorry, I remembered I probably should have rolled to see if I could beat the exertion die. I did. So
Good. Excellent.
I was gonna say if it's possible to retroact a little and sort of like go over to where Emmy is sort of like talking to him about this and like do a medicine check, just like examine his eyes and like are the pupils contracting? Is there any sort of weird stuff going on that we can see like without the residual magic? Or if not, I can just like tell the parents like seems like he was sleepwalking, and then I'll do like an influence check to try and persuade them that
Either
everything's
one
gonna be
will
okay.
work. I think that you don't even need to roll at this point in time. You go over to him. Medicine-wise, you don't need to roll. He just seems to have been in some kind of a weird stupor.
Are our gems glowing more now that we're near the pool?
Funny thing is, after you saved Lincoln, your gem stopped glowing.
It's one of those. Okay. Dayen's just going to play it cool then and act like we were just, if he needs to like tell all the teachers or the parents, or if like 911 actually shows up, just be like, no, we were walking by, we were all hanging out after school, whatever necessary lies to make it smoothed over. And Dayen's just going to sort of like assert the situation.
Okay, cool.
Emmy just.
I actually have some persuasion, so I'll back him up on that.
Walking home from the smoothie bar.
Just dig the fingers into Emmy's shoulder. Don't say anything. Don't do it. Play it cool.
Play cool. Play cool. Play cool.
Oh, it's what the voice in my own head tells me all the time. I mean, what? Oh God.
I will come over to Emmy and pat her on the shoulder and say, "Nice one. Faster than me that time."
Good catch, bro.
You did good today too, and
Okay.
okay.
Eventually, an ambulance does arrive. They check him out. They say, you saved a young man's life today. Thank you very much, but we're gonna have to take him to the hospital. Just make sure that he's gonna be all right. And the parents load into the ambulance, and it drives off.
He look like he is starting to exhibit any other symptoms in the time before the ambulance gets there? Like, has he developed a cough? Is he really sweaty?
You haven't seen him cough or be sweaty, no.
Okay.
How deep is the pool?
Well, like 9 feet deep at the
Deepest
at
point.
the deepest end.
Yeah, I mean, he probably would have been fine if he landed in the pool.
Spoken like every frat boy ever.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Wow.
Everyone, let it be known, Slices and Dices does not recommend jumping from your roof into
Yeah,
your
don't actually.
no matter how deep it is.
No matter how fun it is, don't do it.
Well said. Well said. Thank you very much, Megan. Yes, do not jump into pools. You are not a golden god. Okay.
Oh, it's a throwback.
Yes. Bring it home. All right.
Real falling damage hurts more.
Yes. Jesus, does it ever? I don't ask me how I know.
As we start walking away, Dayen's going to be like, so that's 2 people with height things going on, and that's in less than a day. Do you think it's trying to speed up the process somehow? Maybe they're getting closer to achieving something. I thought they were spaced apart more before.
And if we know that water can reflect surfaces, it rained yesterday, right? Maybe he jumped into a puddle.
Kirix,
Yes.
can you tell us anything about how people might be able to move through reflections and how that would tie to the other side?
I'll have to do a little research, to be honest.
All right.
Has there been anything in the book that you're reading about water or reflections or...
Or Vissy?
Has there been?
Nope.
No.
Does Curix know anything about
I
Vissy?
can't read that fast. I actually have to do stuff at the cafe now.
I was really busy when I got there
Real.
today.
Well, it was pretty nice. I made a $10 tip, and I'm just going to dead-eye Emmy.
Emmy's just gonna sit there and go, oh, good.
No, it's been good busy. It was a lot. Part-time jobs are hard. I could never work like that for a reason.
Bear's gonna look between you two like, what?
Justus is also looking between the 2.
What the fuck is going on here?
Young love.
Deception check.
Yeah.
Pink Hearts Rider.
At disadvantage.
Oh, for me, probably, for sure.
Sure, absolutely.
Let's see. Just
that.
see.
Just for the heck of
Why
it,
not?
just for-
Why not?
Absolutely sit
there's
there.
a natural one.
Oh.
So,
No.
Kidding.
Emmy's just bright red and is just mortified.
Oh, do tell.
That is a 14 at disadvantage.
All right. I'd say that's good enough to beat a natural one. So, what comes of that? I wonder. I don't know. It's up to you.
We should probably keep looking for other reflective surfaces that might be. Wait a minute. Did you say that you saw the word Rissy scrawled in your dream? Was that what you were saying before that just happened?
No, actually, on my physical mirror. I'm pretty sure I may have.
That's
almost
somehow more terrifying.
Met him. Yeah, it's pretty sure I may have met him in my dream. And oh, and
Why
I
didn't
can't
you
take the
show
ring
me
off.
this morning when I came over to have breakfast with you?
I wanted to talk about it with everyone and didn't want to freak you out, and I was still kind of freaking out about it too. So
That's fair.
Mission
That's very
accomplished there. Nobody's freaked out here at all. I mean,
Nope.
nothing.
Certainly
nope,
not.
at all. Never. Mm-mm.
Yes, you freaked out?
Your
apropos of
deception
nothing,
check
good
is still
catch.
showing.
Good catch for the guy, by the way. That was clean.
Very clean. Super clean.
Thanks. Sometimes, body moves faster than brain, which is good. So,
I'm now
Wonder how they're
understanding
all
the reasons
connected.
for stress points in the mechanics of this game. I now fully understand the reason for them. Okay.
What is going on here with this? I'm trying to make a token stamp, and it's not making it. I'm trying to make this token stamp here, and it
Okay.
keeps flipping back and forth. Never mind.
Splash of water.
All right.
Wait, if you're making the token,
Yes.
it may be doing the.
I
the
need to make
shapeshifter
Megan's
thing.
token update because, to be honest, her token still looks like the old token. So watch, folks, you on chat, as I make a token using the amazing roll advantage using token stamp. I'm going to go ahead and do that right meow. Look at me, folks, as I make a token stamp. There we go. And let's see how well this works. What would you like your border tint to be? I think it probably should be like the same color purple as your bow. Don't you agree,
think
Megan?
so.
All right.
I agree.
Okay.
I agree.
Let's see if I can figure out how to fucking do that.
The tools of Roll20
There we
brought
go.
to you by the pandemic. Everyone was struggling. We used free stuff on the internet.
Fuck yes, always and ever. All right, there we go. Let's download that. I'm gonna go over to download. Boop, download. I'm gonna close that out. Let's see if I can change now. Live on the internets. This fucking token. Let's see. Downloads. This fucking token right here.
Hey, yo, we got a token.
Don't mind me, folks.
For days.
This is how we deal with our stress and silliness. We just add
Happen
a
here.
token. And what's happened? Oh my god, I saw something on fucking TikTok the other day that was just so stupid and hilarious. But I won't talk about that here. I'll talk about that in our Discord. Let's talk about role-playing games. Yeah, so what do we do, folks? What do you guys want? I think that's pretty much the end of the patrol phase. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you that's the excitement for the night, I think.
Oof.
Tell us more about this mirror situation. Maybe we can use that.
Honestly, I was only piecing it together just today, so at this point now, you all know as much as I do.
Would your parents be mad if we came over and looked at your room or
Sleepover?
I mean
For you two, yeah.
Wow.
But you can join us, Verity.
that's
Fair.
There we go.
I was trying to find the words.
Yeah.
It's not like Verity hasn't stayed over at my place before.
Oh yeah, no, it's fine.
Yeah.
That
We
would be
break
regular
the hall,
between
so-
us, but it'd actually be awesome to add in. Yeah. But
at the very least, I
boys
think
know.
that Anthony kid might have been onto something, and maybe we should all cover mirrors in our room.
Can we go check on him?
Don't know if that'll
Also,
Tomorrow.
work the way
where
we
did you
hope.
put the
Tomorrow.
ring again?
I think
I had it on my screen. I'll say. I'll go. I'll get the ring later.
We should definitely not touch that with our own hands or put it on.
Well,
That
it's not
seems
I
like-
can't even remove it if I wanted to.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
have you
it's
shown
on
them?
on.
Yeah, have you
Yeah.
shown them the fact that you can't take it off?
Yeah, I've explained it at one point, so I probably would now.
Let's get
So
some
yeah,
water, some butter.
Get some
We'll
butter.
end off.
Butter always
Di-
butter always works.
Dayen starts doing a medicine check in his head to see if he can cut off the finger and save the rest of the hand.
Man. You Assassin's Creed up in here? Jesus.
that kind of game, huh? Okay.
The longer he wears it, the more we're all in danger. First, he takes over a Magi-Knight.
Let's
God.
We'll call that plan D.
let's swiftly move to sleep phase. Yep. Let's just
Keep
move to
dropping
sleep
back home
phase.
defeated.
Yep. No severing of fingers. Here we
Not
go. Refreshing sleep. How many of you got a refreshing sleep? Let's see. You didn't fight anyone. You lost stress. I lost no stress, I should say. And you didn't. I would say all of you get the refreshing sleep effect.
Cool.
Yeah.
Really?
Except for maybe one of you.
There you go.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, there it is.
Well, which one of us is it?
Well, let's go with the ones who did get a refreshing sleep.
Okay.
Those of you who got a refreshing sleep, let me actually check and see if that ring still affects you every night. Hold on one second.
Why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it?
Well, that's a good question. Let's see here. Is that every night? Oh my goodness. Yeah. This is it. Unfortunately, yeah.
This is
When you have the ring on and you enter the sleep phase, you must survive this nightmare. So
That's gonna be the goal. Trying to remove it. And that's
yeah.
Is Verity staying at Carmen's, or is anyone staying there?
we're staying at one of our places, definitely. So we meet you, and of course we invite Emiko as well.
Okay.
I have to call home first. Let them know.
Yes,
But,
that's very kind.
I have a long-range communication device, which I'm pretty sure is a cell phone. So
I've been picturing the freaking watches from freaking Power Rangers.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think those of you who get the refreshing sleep effect, do we need to go through refreshing sleep again? Because that's fun. Okay. No, you guys know what to do with refreshing sleep.
I think that means that I get rid of my lingering exhaustion point.
Let's take a look. I'm pretty sure you're correct there.
Let's go over it again. Just go over it.
Sure, refreshing sleeps.
A whole new system too. So
it is. It's a whole new system. So refreshing sleep. Here we go. With refreshing sleep, you are able to. Where is it? Here it is. Not average sleep. Refreshing sleep. You are recovering all your hit points, all your mana points. Reduce your stress points by 5. Reduce your exhaustion points by 2.
Yes.
And if you have any crystalline fractures, you recover 2 plus your reputation level, which is still 1.
Ooh la la.
And
Yeah, there's a whole bunch here underneath this.
you become well rested, which allows you to re-roll a student burden check during the day. Remember that, folks, because tomorrow is still a school day. Tomorrow is Wednesday.
sweet, man.
hump day.
Yes, hump day. Verity, I think for you, unfortunately, the situation is somewhat similar. In fact, it is just it's like the recurring dream nightmare. Or I should say the recurring nightmare. It is literally that exact same situation. And the worst thing about nightmares is that you know you're in it and you can't change it. That you're chased by this creature, this strange creature, after encountering these 3 boys. One which looks, well, it looks like Anthony Reed. The one with his eyes sewn shut. One with withered arms. And one with his lips sewn shut. You don't recognize the other 2 boys.
Anthony Reed was the
Anthony Reed was the sick kid.
I was really tired.
That's correct.
And I loved Prince.
So yeah, you know it's a dream. But this thing with you're not quite sure what it is, but you hear click, 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 like something with almost like enormous high heels is just chomping at the bit to try to get at you, almost mocking you and trying to chase after you. So the question I have for you is, do you wish to wake yourself up or block the particular dream from occurring?
Okay. So if I remember correctly, I think last time I had this similar or same decision.
That's correct.
And waking myself up was the difficult one, which I totally lucked out on. Had
You did.
no right to survive that.
That's correct. The DC was 18.
And you don't have inspiration anymore.
Nope.
I don't have any more, no. But I do have you two with me, so something.
We definitely covered all the mirrors in
Yeah.
whatever room we're
Smart.
sleeping in.
Good choice. Good choices.
So maybe I'll
Carmen's probably like set up blankets and pillows and stuff on the floor for everybody. So
And you notice, Carmen, that Verity doesn't want to go to sleep. This is before she falls asleep. But when she eventually does, you are all asleep and you don't even see this occurring. Like, Verity is in a nightmare. She's tossing, she's turning, her eyes are rolling around, and you're all having pleasant dreams. You're dreaming about school, you're dreaming about like acing your classes, and everybody's cheering for you. And Verity in the corner is just like, yeah, and just like frozen, just paroxysms of fear.
Yep.
So what do you choose to do, Verity?
We'll see what happens with the other option. Try and block out the dream.
Okay, roll a mysticism check. DC is 14.
Mysticism. All right, +1.
All right. DC is 14.
2, 1.
Hit that button. 17. That's a success. All right. So you are able to sort of block off and like you're able to just sort of psychically try to block out this creature or whatever is trying to encroach upon you. You run on. You hear the voice, the screams of the children all around you, almost like they're trying to sort of like come out of the actual surfaces of this cavern. Like you see arms reaching for you and grabbing for you. A second choice here. You have one success. If you make it to 3 successes, you will exit the dream safely. Okay. What do you choose to do? Wake yourself up or block this particular dream's power?
Take 3 successes. All right. I'll try and block again, I guess.
Okay, go for it again. Mysticism skill check. It's going to be a little more difficult this time. DC is 15.
Yeah, okay.
That is one failure. You feel your clothes being tugged at by these sort of strange, like claw-like hands pulling you back towards whatever is awaiting you at the other end of the corridor, trying to chase you down. You dare not look behind you for the just bare horror of what awaits behind you. Again, you have this choice. Wake yourself up.
Now try to wake up.
Now you're trying to wake up? Okay.
Yeah.
DC 18, roll to resist magic. If you remember how to do this, this is a D20 plus your MA, I think it's your magic saving throw. Hold on for 1 second. I know it's in here somewhat. Roll to resist magic. There we go. I found it. That is... Give me 1 second while I try to find it.
I remember who it is.
Roll to resist. I found it here. Give me 1 second here, folks. There's just like a ton of these things. Roll to resist magic. I'll have to remember this next time. I gotta have like a cheat sheet. That'd be really great. D20, add your MA and magic ability modifier to the total. So your magic ability modifier is on your character sheet, top right-hand corner.
No, that's attack. That's
Second, I think it's on your second character sheet.
The student
It's
one.
on
or
the Magi-Knight sheet. It's
That's
usually
the
your primary stat for whatever class you are.
Okay. So this is +5.
There you go. If that's your MAM, then D20 plus 5.
This is supposed to be-
And Verity is void, so she has proficiency against
Mm.
magic saves. That's why you have
That's
a +5
Okay.
because you're adding your proficiency bonus.
okay. So yeah, it's +5.
Man, you were the right person to pick for this shit.
Yeah. Well, see how well.
Don't
No.
fuck me, Gil. Oh, you fucked me, Gil. Like, why? Come on. Okay, that's 2 failures. Yeah, you're being pulled backwards.
Can we legally say that on a
Yeah, we can. Fuck it. It's fine. It's a name. It's a name. Critical Role doesn't give a shit.
Name.
Yeah, so you try to wake up. You fail. That is technically a failure on this particular contest here at this point. So, yeah, this is not good. 2 failures, 1 success. You feel like you're being pulled towards the maw of something enormous behind you. What do you wish to do?
Try and wake up again. Yeah, because it was my
All right.
+5. So.
All right, so DC 18.
20 and 13. All right.
That is not enough.
Can you roll a d4 on this?
It
Or
is
it's
a
not a
skill
skill
check.
check.
It's not a skill. Well, it's a saving
It's a
throw.
Save.
Saving throw. It's not a
Yeah,
skill.
not a skill check. So unfortunately, that is 3 failures. You wake up screaming.
Yep.
And it wakes everyone else up.
Yep.
In the entire place. You unfortunately, Verity, take 3 trauma. 3 trauma. However, you can make a purity roll to resist. Tell me what you get with your purity roll.
Purity is going to be +3. All right.
And oh, well, I guess that wouldn't really help.
All right.
We can
Okay. Unfortunately, that is not high enough to resist any of the trauma.
Oh, question.
Yes.
Could this be considered moment archethesis?
So explain to
help
me
her?
what is this moment of catharsis?
Well, I mean, she's clearly freaking out.
Sure.
And she's Carmen's best friend.
Mhm.
Carmen would want to try to calm her down.
So I guess what I'm saying is, what is the moment of catharsis? Is it like a special ability that you have?
It's my bond I have with her.
Okay.
It says I can add a 1d6 to this friend's moment of catharsis check, or once per day. After a combat counter, I can reduce their stress by 1.
Yeah. So the second half of that, clearly not applicable right now.
Yeah.
But the first half of that, I think, is because you have a bond with her, you can add a d6. Is that right?
That's
Yeah,
correct. Our common bond is cats, so.
But that, according to what I'm seeing in chat, is something you do in free time phase.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of something.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Thank you for
I was
that little jump in
gonna
there,
try
Luke
to-
Bunny. So it
try to handle her,
seems.
kitty.
Oh no doubt. But I mean, she just wakes the whole place up, and she's freaking out. She's sweating. She's shivering. I've got some further bad news here, unfortunately. Not only do you take the 3 trauma, you take 4 crystalline fractures.
Ooh.
Yikes.
Ow.
There are things we can do about that in free time.
That is
but-
true. Verity, you feel like something's itching on your back when you wake up. Like you're shivering, but your back is itching like crazy. You sort of reach back to try to scratch it, and your hands come back to your face, and you scream even louder because your fingertips are stained with red.
Ah,
Oof.
Gonna fucking take blankets and like try to like hold it against her back.
like burrito her.
She's just shivering and mumbling, and she's just like, the hands, and the claws, and she's just like tears are streaming down her face.
Verity. Emmy's gonna like put her hands on both sides of her face, and it's like, I think you're having a panic attack. Like, this is okay. If you breathe in try to breathe in, count to 4, and then breathe out and count to 8. And then breathe in for 4 and out for 8. And she just kind of like tries to get her to do some sort of like controlled breathing to help her
There is a
calm down.
sort of a whoosh sound, and you guys look, and Kirix sort of slinks out from around the couch, and he's like, "Oh my goodness, I came back to my normal accent because I just wanted y'all to feel comfortable, and so."
Can you help?
Yeah, you want to tell us what is going on here?
Yeah, this is, oh my gosh, this is, wow. So this is like a communication device between whoever wears that thing. And,
And come on.
there's a real dark force out there in the elsewhere. And it likes to eat children.
Emmy's gonna reach for her soul crystal. Is it lit up?
I mean, it's lit up because Kirix is there.
Kirix is there. That's right. Never mind.
Kirix says, Verity, I can try to take that off your hand.
Yes, please do.
Okay. I mean, unless you want to keep it.
No.
Yeah, I think we're good.
She's shaking the whole time still. So
Okay.
I hug her really tight.
So Kirix sort of slinks in and sort of raises up on its back paws and uses its opposable thumbs to reach out for your hand, Verity. And as you watch, the ring sort of, it almost like tries to resist. Like as Kirix tries to pull it off your finger, it's like it starts to like come back onto the base of your finger. And Kirix is like, now stop it. Just stop it. And then Kirix pulls it off of your hand.
Can I insight check Kirix?
For what reason?
Emmy knows that he's not telling them complete truths. And so she is trying to figure out if he wants this ring.
Okay.
there's like other intent behind just getting it removed from.
Sure, make an insight check.
Exactly.
I'd be up there with you, but Verity's freaking out too much.
No doubt.
No,
No
you're
doubt.
fine.
Yeah, she's not. She's not.
4. Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard to read, to be honest. Kirix says, "Now listen, I can turn this thing into a. Well, I can just transform it since you don't need it anymore. It seems. I can turn it into a thing that you can use with your gloom jams."
Verity, what exactly happened to you? Why are you bleeding? What happened?
She shakes her head no. I can't even really speak right now. Still freaking out. Like seriously, that was some nightmare shit, dude.
I understand.
I don't think we should get rid of it yet. I'm glad that it's off of you. I'm super glad of that. But if it... I don't know. If it's a... There's still people trapped in there, right? Isn't it our job to help them? If we can?
How do we help them though? Kirix?
We gotta figure out how this creature takes its victims and brings them on over, and then I don't know. There's gotta be something that we're missing.
Well,
The Reed kid.
He
I saw him
met a girl. You saw him?
in the dream. She's still looking down, like kind of still. She's still trying to do the breathing exercises you even showed her. But yeah,
Is he in that?
I saw him in the dream.
Keurig
Just
sort of
now,
looks at you. Just,
before.
no. That ring's not like like some Wishmaster stuff. It's like it's literally just a ring. It's like a communication device.
Are you sure? Because Verity says it keeps taking her to a weird place.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's taking her subconscious to the elsewhere.
Okay.
Like mental communication takes me mentally. It's like, yeah.
Right.
So, does it stand to reason then that the boys in there are not physically there? It's just their subconscious is trapped there?
I mean, I don't even know. It's possible.
Do you know how to free them from?
This is all kinds of beyond me. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. I don't know anything about this stuff.
Do you know anyone who does?
That's for you guys to discover. This is why I employ you guys. I don't know any of this stuff.
Okay, all right, hold on. Let's think about things that we know. We know Anthony is sick. We know his subconscious is there. We know he met up with a girl.
Wait.
Before he got sick.
Do you think it could have something to do with Risa?
With Rissy and
the
only real connection that we have with Rissy is Lacey, because that's the name of her rabbit. So she's either wrapped up in this and responsible, or is another conduit or something. Like she's the only connection for sure that we have.
Should we go talk to her in the morning or now?
I think we should tell the boys first, because now I'm starting to be a little afraid that they might be next. Because it seems like it's just boys.
And me and Verity spent time with her at the arcade, and it was awkward, but it wasn't weird awkward.
What did she ask you to do at the arcade?
We played Claw Machine and some other games.
Did she want anything, or did she just want to hang out?
She seemed happy to hang out when we got there, and then she suggested after a while that we play some claw game to win some prize that Justus and Dayen tried to win. I think one of them won something too. We didn't win anything though.
Thing was rigged.
Maybe we ask Justus and Dayen what they won. And try to figure it out from there. I don't know where the mirrors come in yet, other than But yeah, I think we need to talk to the boys and then talk to her. Are you okay, Verity? I know.
Tired.
Yeah.
How bad is your back?
How bad is it? I don't think I can.
You
see
turn around, and Carmen, you see that Verity has long, it looks like slash marks down her back. 4 of them. Actually, technically 8 of them. Like that.
You want to go into the bathroom? I could clean that out for you. I think my parents have a first aid kit around here.
Yeah.
So
it's
you
slow
spend
going, but she gets up.
You spend the some time that night cleaning out her wounds. Verity, obviously, the sleep that you get is not good. It is not good at all,
If any.
if any. And now you have 4 crystalline fractures. That's more than anyone else has ever had up until this point, honestly.
Oh, hey, yay. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
silver linings, I guess.
I don't know if that's something to celebrate.
Yeah.
How many can you have?
She might be taking the corruption
7, I
arc.
think.
We don't know.
I think if
7
you
or
have, so if you have, I believe if you have,
I didn't know if everyone was different.
right. So it's you can get up to, I think you can get up to 8. But yeah, this is you take 4. But yeah, that's the night. In terms of sleep, I'm going to do a quick check and say, those of you who, however, did not get the nightmare that Verity had, have a refreshing sleep.
Good for you.
Good for you, exactly. Troubled sleep, however, comes to you, unfortunately, Verity. You do not get the effect of refreshing sleep.
What time of night did this happen?
Probably like 2 or 3 in the morning.
Had any of the covers fallen off the mirrors whenever we all woke up, or were they all still covered?
They were all still covered.
What kind of sleep would be troubled sleep?
It's called feverish dreams.
I just meant if Carmen didn't go back to sleep.
I mean, she does. It's just she has a very feverish.
Oh
night
no
of sleep.
Me, Carmen.
Oh.
Yeah, if she were to if I were to stay up to keep an eye on.
You would. I would say that. I mean, it would be somebody either probably average sleep because you've had some sleep, right? You wouldn't have refreshing sleep if you chose to specifically not choose refreshing sleep. You'd get average sleep.
Okay, I'm gonna do that then.
Cool. All right. So Carmen, then you get the average sleep effect, which is here get your hit points back equal to your con mod plus your total half your total HP. If you lost any hit points at all, recover all your mana points. Reduce stress points by 3. Reduce exhaustion points by 1, and recover crystalline fractures equal to 2 plus your 1/2 your reputation level, if that even matters.
Yeah, I didn't have any negative things.
Superb.
I was incredibly lucky in the combat.
Absolutely.
So, I didn't get hit. So,
Cool.
I don't need to worry about
Verity. You, however, get feverish dreams, which means that you recover hit points equal to your Constitution modifier, which I'd say sort of accounts for the scratches on your back. All your mana points. Go ahead and roll for purity, please, though.
So +3 or +3?
DC is 12.
+3.
Okay,
Yeah.
so unfortunately, you do not get any reduction of stress points. Go ahead and roll to resist physical, which is a Constitution saving throw. DC is also 12.
Where's here it is, Constitution +2.
Yeah, it's just not your night, man.
fire
I don't know what to
tonight.
tell you. So you don't get to reduce any of your exhaustion points if you had them by 1. However, because you do sleep, you do recover 1 crystalline fracture.
Okay, good.
That's good.
There you go.
You can
All
take
right.
a nap at lunch, which is something I should have done yesterday and didn't. There's some things we can do during free time too, I think. I was reading some of the stuff that Kyrix gave me. It was like a handbook. I don't know if you guys got it or not.
Are you telling us this morning or?
After we've all.
All right. I mean, yeah. Let's skip to the morning then, shall we? All right. So the school. I would say that you guys all now head over to the school in the morning on Wednesday, and go straight to your morning classes. So let's figure out what you get.
Oh, back to an A-Day.
So this is interesting. First of all, I'll give you a little music because it's it's another day. So it's a school day. So here we go. All right. Let's see what your classes are. Are we back to A-Day? We are back to A-Day.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the thing. Wednesdays are worse than Mondays because today is Pop Quiz Day. That's right. It's Pop Quiz Day.
I knew it.
We're ready for it, though. I'm sure you guys are ready for it. However, that just means that your DCs for your burdens during the day are higher than they would be normally. They're not just a straight normal, day. Pop quiz days, your DC is 15.
15.
Yep.
15.
It's pop quiz. You gotta stress it. You know what
Your
I'm saying?
PowerPoint says 14.
Oh, here it says 15.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So this must be a super duper pop quiz.
Damn it.
Curse you, custom pop quiz.
God damn these fucking teachers with their pop quizzes. Always trying to
Right.
make me smarter.
I get to re-roll one of these though if I need to. All right.
Okay. So here we go. What's your first class, everybody?
8A language arts.
Language arts. And you get to choose which skills to use.
As only relevant skill is academic arts.
Okay.
Yep.
Academic arts it is. Let's go. Let's see who gets successes and who does not. Oh man, I'm seeing some
Oh.
failures.
Yeah, I got a nat one.
Natural one.
Oh no.
So yeah, it's the French teacher, Mr. Broquet. Mr. Broquet, he looks at you, Carmen. He's like, Carmel, what is going on with this? This is not like you. I told you that the subjunctive form of aller is allons-y. I'm totally making this shit up. I have no idea
Yeah.
what the fucking
Carmen doesn't really hear much of what he just said. Like, she's spaced out, just like staring at Verity sitting a few chairs like in front of her. Just
Okay.
what? Sorry.
Just Space Cadet. Mr. Broquet is like, very disappointing, Carmen, very disappointing. Who else got higher than a 15? Justus,
Got a
success. That's a success.
They're saying it should be a 14.
Yes, they are, but it was perhaps a typo. Perhaps a typo on her part. You know what? It does not matter if you're Carmen because you got a natural one. So there you go. Just roll around in that, Carmen. Yeah, so next, if there's another pop quiz, we'll make it a less intricate pop quiz. All right, so 15's for Justus, or higher than 15, I should say. Justus. Emmy, you also got higher than 15. Verity, what'd you get?
13.
13, okay, it's failing. Dayen?
I got a 12.
All right, so that's also a failure. So those of you who failed, that is one failure. Those of you who succeed, that is a success. Keep track of them, please, because we are going to do two burden rolls. One for the first half of the day and one for the second half of the day. Cool. Let's go on to our next class. What's our second class?
Electives, student choice.
Oh, student choice. What would you guys say is your electives?
I don't
What-
like the way you said that.
Yeah.
Theater.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Verity, do you want to use your bond with your fate card to add a D4? To add a D4, that would give you at least one because you got a 13. That would enable you to pass the class.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Boom. So you have passed. So change that failure. Turn that frown upside down, Verity. Jesus Christ.
There you go.
Oh,
It's
I
enough.
rolled on
It's enough.
fire
13 turns
tonight.
into a 14. Oh no. I'm sorry. 15 is what you
All
needed.
ones go around.
Loot Bunny, we took your thing as a 15, not a 14.
No.
So that's only a 14. So she still fails.
Oh no.
Sorry, Verity. This is just not your night.
Yeah, you did you
Okay.
think?
We're rolling for our elective class.
Yeah. Roll for your second class.
How do I throw my computer in
And
dice?
it's
Joe?
our choice, right?
It is your choice. That's right.
Okay.
This is electives.
Aha.
Damn. Good job, there, man.
Performance.
What was your elective, Carmen? I'm dying to know.
Theater.
Oh, I was gonna say
Agree with
band.
that.
Maybe I don't know.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah, band also
yeah,
works.
band theater. Cool. Justus, what's your elective?
Chorus.
Chorus. Who
Ah,
knew?
nice.
Yeah, I sneak away for that one.
All right. Did you roll for it? I
God.
didn't see that.
Very
Can-
nice.
I can use anyone I.
Any skill you wanna.
I'm gonna roll purity.
What? Purity for chorus?
Somebody's got to have the
It's
prettiest
how-
singing voice in this
Yeah.
party.
Those
It's
don't-
yeah, it's like gospel hymns.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll allow it. What the fuck? That's fine. Oh, you were not pure enough. Justus looks over at Lacey. He's like, I'm not pure enough. I'm not pure enough.
Oh gosh.
Careful telling her that.
Yes.
Wait,
Pup.
so I am well rested,
It's
so I think I will.
New meaning to.
I will re-roll it.
All right, re-roll it. This is the one. Oh, there you go. Superb. Yes, don't forget you're well rested. You get the ability to re-roll if you are well rested.
Yep.
Cool. All right, so there's your success. Emmy, what's your elective?
I was also doing theater, I think, with Carmen.
I
But
actually like the idea of band.
Yeah. Oh, you like the idea of band? All right, I can
do.
do band with you, but it has to be marching band because I'm using coordination, and I got a 17.
There you go. Fantastic. Success.
Emmy plays the piccolo.
I'm imagining Carmen playing the song we're listening to with a sweet bass guitar.
Nice.
Wait, is there music?
Nice. Oh, there is music. Yes.
Oh, I can't hear it.
That's okay.
Yeah.
It's just guitar music.
Yeah, it is.
90s guitar music.
Okay.
Oh,
All right, let's go to Verity. Verity, what's your elective?
there's the music. It was on my laptop, not my headset. Okay. I was thinking like maybe some type of creative writing class.
Sure, absolutely. What do you want to choose for that? What skill? What skill?
I almost want to say, would academic arts count for that?
Why not?
So that's the only thing I can think of. Leadership, medicine, mysticism.
Mysticism would be a fun one.
Mysticism? For fucking creative writing?
Hey, we all know what deals you have to make with the devil.
Iya, Cthulhu Nfagwe. What the
I
hell?
don't think we need
Never
to
mind.
roll. We have Kyrix.
All right, so academic arts. That's gonna be +4.
Oh, balls. That's a failure. Sorry, Verity.
Yeah, I noticed.
Yeah, you just can't gain the muse. You can't you write it down, you ball it up, you crumple it and throw it in the trash. Your creative writing teacher says, "Verity, you don't look well. Are you okay?"
She's like trying to gather herself and then looks up, smiles. I'll be fine. And
Okay.
put the teacher at ease.
All right, if you need something, just let me know, okay? I'm afraid I'm gonna have to give you a C+ on this.
Fair.
Okay. Get better, Verity. I know something's going on in the head of yours. And finally, Dayen.
Dayen is taking that most 90s of high school classes for his elective computer science in the library. Yep. On brand and failed.
Oh no!
Awesome. Great. I'm loving this.
Do you
I'm
wanna-
gonna use my reroll.
Do
on
use
that,
your
yeah.
reroll.
Yeah.
Hey! All right. So I think is that those are your first two classes before lunch? Am I right, folks?
There's
No,
one more.
one more.
Oh, there's one more. All right, my bad.
Math.
All right.
Justus's dad.
Oh,
apparently.
jeez.
Wait,
Yes.
I was gonna say, what is his dad's first name?
Mister?
Mister. Yeah.
Miss-
As far as we know, Mister. Yeah.
I still have a few of my high school friends' parents that I'm too afraid to call by their adult names.
Totally. I feel weird when people call me by my first name and they're like way younger than me.
Mr. Gordon.
Yeah. That's weirder, but not as weird as it's like some like 10-year-old who's like Matt, and I'm like, who the fuck do you think you are?
Listen, you little punk.
You haven't earned the place to talk to me like that. You understand? Get out of my house.
I dated a girl in high school whose parent was a teacher.
Ooh.
That was great. Mom.
Like a teacher at your school?
Yeah.
Oof.
High school was fun.
Yeah, I can tell. Okay, so Dayen,
Yep.
you perform adequately, I would say.
I am learning how to use computers the way they would have in 1990.
Trying to think, like 1995. That's like 386s, right? And basic is before then, right? Like C DOS commands, right? 95.
Yeah, DOS commands, yeah.
DOS commands. CD ... CD/dir.
One.
I take computer
TI-81 and
classes.
calculators, yeah.
I'd probably have Tetris on there. I don't think I could do any of the other good games yet.
A couple of us have TI-82 calculators.
Cool.
I'm
Diane.
the last graduating class of my college that did not have to have any computer class.
So everyone comes back for math with Justus's dad.
Here we go.
His first name is Samuel.
Samuel.
Oh.
Samuel. It is Samuel. Samuel Toussaint.
Ooh, okay.
Oh,
18.
Yeah, there was all mine.
Math is
STEM.
STEM.
Natural 1.
Balls! I knew it. It was like meant to be. After yesterday. Oh my god, this makes so much. The dice, they tell a story. They really do. Oh my god, Carmen, you see Justus having a hard time and you're just like, oh, no, I can't affect my grades. And then you just flunk the pop quiz.
the music was the only thing that kept her going.
he only
Man.
gave us the pop quiz because he's mad at his son.
Yeah.
How dare you impeach his
Honor?
his professional vulnerabilities, Dayen? What are you talking about? Okay. You guys are taking your pop quiz. Some of you know you're going to do well. Some of you less so. And as you sit there taking your quiz, you see a boy in the front row tumble out of his chair and fall onto the floor. And he has sort of weak, like, I would say, he's kind of like, he looks very weak. He's got sort of a sickly pallor to him. He's wheezing. And Mr. Toussaint sort of, who's got the highest intelligence?
Mine's +3.
+2. So
+1. 13.
Rock, paper, scissors.
So you both have +3?
Yeah.
Yep.
So go for it.
1, 2, 3, go.
My God. Come on, guys. Get it together.
1, 2.
Okay. 3.
This is great on Zoom. This is
Roll
the content that everybody's wanted
No,
for.
laser
Fucking
focus.
rock, paper, scissors on Zoom.
You're ready.
The lag. So good.
Okay.
Yep.
Ready?
Oh my God. This is ridiculous.
1.
You call it.
Okay.
Just roll dice.
Okay.
High roll for good Christ's sake.
I've lost control of the
More
vehicle.
entertaining, honestly.
I have lost control of the
1,
vehicle,
2,
folks.
3, and then so here, let's just go to 6, so we can get it in.
Oh, nice.
Jesus.
Alright.
Somebody clip this,
1,
for God's sake. I just don't know what's going on.
3, 4, 5, 6.
I'm muted.
Did you both choose paper again? What the
Paper.
fuck? Somebody
Okay.
choose other than paper.
I chose scissors once, but okay. Ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh,
Gotcha.
you win. You win.
Okay, paper beats
All
rock.
right.
Yep.
Thank God. Okay, Mr. Toussaint goes over to you, Dayen. He's like, Dayen, quick, bring this young man to the nurse. I think there seems to be a problem.
Can I do a medicine check on the kid?
Yeah, absolutely.
Great.
What are you trying to do? You're just trying to, like...
See if I can tell what the heck's going on.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah,
Looking
absolutely.
down at a student. I'm probably like finishing up my test too, being like, serious?
Yeah.
I'm double checking my work right now.
Yeah.
But nope, 6. I have no idea what's
That's a
going
nat
on.
1, too. Yeah, that's bad
Yup.
news bears. Yeah, you have no clue. And he's
Do
like,
you want me to pass this
come on.
test or do something?
No. Take Carson to the nurse's office. Come on.
I take this student Carson to the nurse's office.
Okay.
Time for his daily checkup.
Absolutely. So Dayen goes out of the classroom and
What's
takes
the name of the kid?
Carson. Takes Carson to the nurse's office. And Carson's just like, he's wheezing. He can barely stand. And he's just like, oh, oh man, I feel awful, man. What's going on?
Oh.
Can I like subtly look at the wristband communicator glowy gemmy thing and see if there's any sort of response off of this?
Nothing.
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 I am going to paranoidly look at every reflection we pass, being like, "Do I see weird shit in there?"
Make a perception check.
Great.
Can we also say that we warned the boys about everything
Sure.
in the morning?
I will.
Okay.
I will hand wave that. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, we skipped our morning montage.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yep.
Wow.
You guys are rolling
Back-to-back
that ones like a
natty
mofo.
Last time that happened, there was character death.
Yeah, it's fine. It happens. It's fine. Double ones. Yeah, you take Carson out into the hallway. You see a couple people sort of looking at you strangely, and you don't really notice anyone else
holding the kid up.
Pretty much at this point in time. Like, you're not like carrying him fireman's carry, but he's able to walk, but he's just a mess. And he's like, "Oh man, I don't get it. What's going on? All I did was just, where did I get sick? I feel so freaking awful, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I get you sick."
Dayen's gonna sort of like aim him towards the trash can.
There it is.
Oh no.
Yeah. All right.
Janitor down the hall is like, "Fucking kids."
Old man Willie.
Mr. Filch. Yes.
Dayen's going to be very laid back and casual about this, but like silently looking around everywhere and just being like, "This is disgusting. Most unexcellent thing ever. I don't understand how someone could lose control of himself like this. That's just disgraceful." And then just sort of like casually be like, "When you're ready, we can walk to the nurse's station."
Dayen, make a history check about this dude.
Sure.
You know him. I mean, you've known about Carson.
History check.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Don't get a third one in the row.
Jeez.
I don't see history on here.
Make just an intelligence check then.
Great. That's the same as all the other things. That's an 8,
Balls.
baby.
You are rolling like a champ. You're rolling like a champ. Diane,
Get
you're
him out
not
of
quite
the
sure,
way now.
but Carson has like a nickname. Can't remember. It's like the Kiss Dude, Kiss Meister, the Kissin' Fool, something like that. You're not quite sure what you remember. This guy,
Mono Man.
This guy is a ladies' man, supposedly.
Come on, Mono Man, let's go.
"Oh, I feel so awful, man. I just don't know what's going on." Oh, and you sit him down. He's in the nurse's office. The nurse says, "Okay, Carson, you look really awful. Oh my goodness, are you all right?" "No, Mrs. Quick, I gotta think of a nurse name. Nurse Ratchet. No, that's the wrong nurse.
Joy, you went right.
I went over and above. There we go. I went over
Good Lord.
and down.
This school
I
is full of
started
terrifying
Ratchet
teachers.
and
No wonder people are afraid to graduate.
Megan, did you have a suggestion perhaps for the nurse's name?
Oh, I also said Nurse Joy, but I had started at Nurse Ratchet and was trying to make it better.
Yeah, there's only so many nurses in the life of a growing boy.
Nurse Stevens.
Yeah.
I like Stevens. Nurse Stevens. Nurse Stevens looks at Carson and says, "Now, Carson, just tell me, where do you think you got... Where have you been? Where do you think you got sick from? Did you get sick from somebody?" Carson's like, "Oh, I don't know, Nurse Stevens. I just went like... oh, gosh. Oh, I went down. It's okay. I went down." And she's like, "Okay, we're going to need some Pepto. All right, so...
Pepto is a wonder drug.
So you went where, you said, Carson?"
Yeah, I went to Lapis City Library, and then I went to the movie theater at Lavender Mall. I went and I didn't go alone because I'm not like a weirdo. I went with the hottest girl I've ever seen.
Oh, so you got sick from her?
I don't know, maybe. I mean, that's the only reason I felt sick ever since I was like that. It was like, I don't know, a few days ago. I feel like that might be where I got sick from, Nurse Stevens.
I see. How do you know you got sick, baby, from her?
Well, 'cause like in health class, like Coach Coach Colano, like he's the one who tells me that you can get sick from like kissing people, and like if they have something on their mouth that you can get like stuff from them.
Well, that's actually true. Coach Colano is right.
He's like, but kissing Lacey was like kissing a statue. She just needs lessons. You know what I'm saying? Nurse Stevens.
Dayen definitely does the background anime, like the quick flash of his eyes being like, what?
By the way, I
Listening
cannot
intently.
wait a month from now when we play the next session. I cannot wait to get to this note and be all like,
Wait, what?
what did that mean?
It just says kissing.
It just says kissing. Like, it's like...
I mean, it starts
High
with hand-holding.
Games.
and you're
Hand holding. Whoa, wait, hold on.
Nice, man. I just caught that.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun next month.
Your chat, my chat, everyone's chat is the best chat because
I can't wait to see chat for this. In like
I'll just recount the last few chats. Carson got syphilis.
we'll get chlamydia and die.
Yeah,
because we've all seen memes.
bad popcorn, and a quick Google search for STDs that cause vomiting.
Oh.
Okay,
Yep.
our chat is the best chat.
We got some
We do
Twitch,
have
right?
Yes. All right. So, Nurse
are the best.
Stevens
Thank you,
says, she says, Dayen, thank you so much for dropping Carson over here. I'm sure he'll be just fine. He'll just need take some time out, and he'll be on the cot for a little bit.
Business months.
Yes. So in the meantime, you can head back. Thank you for that, Megan. You can head back. You can head back to your class.
Do you think we should probably call that hot student in and make sure they're also okay and healthy? I don't know. I mean, it's like it seems I could go do that if you wanted.
I'll see to that. What was her name?
Oh, her name was Lacey. Lacey, yeah.
Okay, well I'll find her. She's in your class.
Yeah. I haven't seen her today, but I think she's around.
Okay, well if she's around today, I'll be more than happy to send someone to go and see if she's sick as well.
Was Lacey in? Which classes of ours is she in?
Lacey is not in any of your classes.
Of course
She's in a different group.
Right.
She's in the B group when you're in the A group. A group's in B group. She's in the alternative group.
Didn't you say that one of us saw Lacey?
Yes, but not in class.
I thought it was in... Okay.
Where did... No, it doesn't matter. I didn't know. It wasn't me. Okay, great. Going back to class.
The first time you saw
Brooding.
Lacey was during lunch on the first day. And then the second time you saw Lacey was after, essentially after school.
Yeah, my trope senses are tingling. I get it.
Your trope senses. Nice. Yeah, so it's now... That's the end of your first student burden. Woohoo! Let's total them up and let's see how well you're doing here.
Not great.
Oh, she's a year younger. That makes sense. So she's actually
Ah.
not in your grade at all.
Thank you, Magi-Knights.
Thank
She's
you.
a
Makes much more sense.
sophomore.
She's a yes. That makes
Okay.
much more sense.
Meanwhile, we're developing theories about how she's not part of the school and she's only seen at lunch and recess.
She's not real.
She exists in the woods and she's entirely a figment.
She is the
I
school.
told you she's the siren. Anyway.
Okay.
Shooting down our fan theories left and right.
It's fine. It's what they do.
No, totally. Great. So then, yeah, he's just going to brood about it and go meet everybody for lunch.
Well, before you meet for lunch, you have to determine how well you did at your burdens at the first portion of the day, because you get student burdens for the first part of the day and student burdens for the second part of the day. So, for your student burdens, let's talk about successes. Who got some successes? Total your successes and your failures and give me a number here, folks. So, if you have 2 successes and 1 failure, that's 1. If you have 3 failures and 1 success, that's a -2, etc., 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 right?
Is finally having... Oh, wait. I've said it out loud. She has 3 successes thus far.
That's a good thing. That's not that
That
big.
sounds really nice.
Oh, I've
I'm not
If
doing
I-
so well.
been there.
Today has been a tough day for you, Carmen. I get it.
Yeah.
Oh, tough day for you.
Oh yeah, no, you've had a shitty morning all the way through, Verity, but holy smokes.
Carmen's really worried about you.
Absolutely. Okay, so let's talk about student burdens. Here we go. Successes. Who had 4 or more successes total? Anyone? Bueller. All right, that's fine.
Yeah.
All right, if you get like a natural.
That's fine. That's fine.
Like
How
two,
about
right?
3 successes? Emiko.
Me.
Hey, the more you think about it, the more you realize your future has a lot of potential. Remove 2 stress points, Emiko. Yeah. Anyone else for 3? No. Okay. How about 2 successes? Anybody with a total of 2 successes? No. How about 1 or 0
I
successes?
had 2. Sorry,
You
I
had
was
2.
just
That's
checking
fine.
something real quick.
Remove 1 stress point, Dayen. You're just naturally talented.
Still sitting on 0 stress, right? We didn't have anything since we woke up.
No, that's correct. Not since you woke up.
No, you did.
Cool. Successes 1 or 0. Yeah,
0.
nothing. No change for you, Justus. Things could be better, but keep up the positive attitude. Let's talk about negatives. -1. Oh shit. I'm sorry, Carmen. -2. Oh fuck.
Hi.
-2. Okay, that's fine. Hey, it's just one of those days.
Yeah.
Yeah, gains 2 stress points.
I mean, hey, I haven't had stress yet, so this is fine.
This is fine.
Okay,
This is
you
fine.
can take a nap at lunch and you can get rid of it.
I feel like maybe I should go for that extra bit of rolling, actually.
Oh, the study option.
The study.
You could do it if you wanted to. Did anybody get lower than a -2?
-3, yes.
Fuck. Verity got a -3?
Oh,
Isn't all Verity.
Verity, you have one question in your mind. Why is school so hard? Like, why? You failed so miserably that you feel physically ill. You gained 2 stress points and an exhaustion point.
Mm-hmm.
Does this put you above exhaustion level 4?
No, I actually haven't really had any exhaustion.
Good. That's good. You do still have 1 exhaustion. And
Yeah,
2 stress points. Verity is a mess. Her normally a fair complexion and bouncing golden blonde hair has withered to a point where she looks like a sunflower that's had
Interior
not
designer.
enough sun. And she's a mess. But hey, there's always a chance for better success later in the day. It's time for lunch. You got 30 minutes. What do you guys want to do? You have lunchtime activities. Let me bring up some more music for lunch. And bring
I think I'm
you
going
guys
to eat with
lunch.
friends today. I'm going to fill everybody in on what I learned at the nurse's office.
All right. Lunchroom.
Emmy fights down the urge to say, "I knew it."
Knew what? What do you
What?
mean?
No, I didn't say that. I do what?
Yeah, also going to eat with friends.
Carmen is sitting in the corner muttering to herself, like, just scanning through, like, a bunch of different books. Regretting the fact that she, ripped out all the pages in her math notebook.
Oof.
Gave the book to Anthony, so she forgot to put them in order. Which is the reason why she failed so badly.
Oh my. Okay. So
Stress. So if I also relax and eat with friends, I get 2 social points. Sorry.
that's true. You do. That is absolutely correct. So relax and eat with friends. You get you heal 1 stress and you gain 1 social. And if you have no stress, you gain another social. So that's for those of you who chose relax and eat with friends.
Can we give it to the same person, or does it have to be separate people?
I think it could be the same person. Yeah. Social points don't seem to be specific to any certain person, so I think that's correct.
Okay.
Did someone choose listen to gossip? No. Okay. How
I
about
was considering it, but I did not.
drink copious amounts of caffeine? No one.
You know, actually,
Yes.
Verity's been had such a bad day, and Richard's been having a bad time with dice.
Very true.
Yeah, so I think, yeah, you know, Verity's gonna do. She's not gonna stress eat. She's gonna stress drink.
Oh,
So she's gonna
okay.
she's gonna drink copious
A
amount.
little young for that.
And
All right.
There.
So you chug like a whole bunch of soda. Just like a whole bunch of Coke. When did New Coke come out? Was that in the 80s?
Coke Zero might still be around in 95.
Coke Zero?
Pepsi Clear?
No,
Coke
Zero
Zero is like new, dude.
No?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, Coke
We think
Zero.
Diet
Google
was a
search
thing.
that shit, because
Diet
Coke
was a
Zero,
thing
I
for
feel
a
like
while.
that came
I
out
think
like
we're
a...
still in the
Zero
realm
wasn't
of like
so-
Pepsi Clear.
Oh, God. Is that true? Hold on. I must find.
Physically shudder. Ugh.
No, we're in the age of Surge, guys.
Oh my God, Surge! That was so
Surge.
Hold on. I gotta
nasty.
look up Surge.
Oh,
Surge
Oh
soda.
God. He-
it is
Yeah,
green.
Surge is
and
like-
There it is.
Somewhere
There it
between
is. Produced in the
Pepsi
1990s by
and Four Loko.
Coca-Cola.
Mm-hmm.
My brother loved
Yep.
that. Oh,
I think I drank that once and just lost my mind and decided not to.
Never again.
Yeah,
Surge evolved into Red Bull.
it really
Yeah.
did. Coke Zero 2005, sir. So,
Okay.
thank
Okay.
you very
Yeah,
much,
okay.
Magi-Knights.
Zero didn't happen until like relatively
You-
recent.
you know
I
what?
redeemed myself by getting it right the second time with Surge. I'm fine.
So we'll do that. This works. This works because it'll taste how she feels.
Absolutely.
We got a method actor over here.
It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so the good news is for the purposes of you drinking that much caffeine, you can temporarily negate any penalties associated with exhaustion and stress until the end of the PM student burden phase. It's very
That was the reason
important.
why I just get rid of. I don't want any more exhaustion. It's gonna happen because I'm rolling like crap. today, so-
Absolutely, absolutely. Remember,
my
exhaustion is for physical ability scores and ability checks, and stress is for mental ability scores. So don't forget about those folks when you perform
exhaustion
your
we get
checks.
rid of. Yeah, exhaustion we can get rid of with sleep and with just doing good in the next day. class. So
Correct.
I'm fine with exhaustion with stress, but exhaustion is the big one.
Understandable. Power nap. Does anybody take a power nap? Nobody took a power nap? Justice, what did you do? You just did relax and eat?
Yeah, eating with friends.
Solid. All right. So, if no one took a power nap and no one did a last minute cram session.
I did a last.
Oh, you did a last minute cram session. Sorry, Carmen. Apologies. All right. So, choose a 4th, 5th, or 6th period class, please.
Oh, I have to choose it now. Damn,
Yeah,
I
you
didn't know
choose
that.
it now. And that
Oh.
class reduces its DC by 4.
Fair
Okay,
enough.
so,
Let
I'll
me
tell you
see.
what's available. Next class is going to be performance or coordination, fine arts.
Yep, I'm good there.
Yeah.
Right? Then fifth period is going to be science. That's going to be STEM or medicine.
Okay, and I see athletics or acrobatics for the last one.
Yeah.
It's gym, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'll go for science.
Super. Okay, so
Cool.
science will have a DC of, instead of 15, it will have a DC of 11
Right.
for you.
I figured it's kind of hard to train for to study for physical education.
Yeah, I must. Stretching, a lot of stretching. A lot of stretching and weights. Wait, doesn't that make you worse at gym? I don't know. Makes you tired.
Wrong. That's
To get
for
you
sure.
warm up.
Yeah, you could warm up, but then you have another class in between then and gym. So, like, what's the point?
Yeah.
That'd be two actually.
That'd be one of
There's
my
fine
favorite
arts and
lines.
science.
All right, cool.
That'd
So,
be one of my favorite like low-key lines from the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Freaking Jim Carrey. Running's actually bad for you, scientifically proven. He says it like for like a half second while they're in San Francisco in the first movie.
I'm gonna be honest. I only run when chased. That's just me in general. So, I'm not a big fan of running.
You can also catch Matt running on Thursdays and
I don't
Fridays.
even
Yeah,
know what I'm doing.
yes, that's the only kind of running that I do. Well said. Thank you, Jonathan. I run.
There you go.
The only things I run
I-
Can you
are games.
wait?
Mouth.
In my mouth. That's nice.
Gotta be on brand.
Okay, so during lunch, as you guys are doing your separate activities, you do notice that there's a whole bunch of boys, and they're all sort of wandering through the lunchroom. They all get sort of like this sort of like look on their face, and all the word common
Has
amongst
gotten
them
round.
is Lacey. Peas and carrots. Lacey. You seen her? I haven't seen her. Where is she? And you look around the lunchroom. She's not in the lunchroom.
Problem to figure out after school.
You could go and take a look for her if you want.
Oh, we can. We have enough time.
After
Sure.
school, yeah.
After
Oh,
school.
after school. Okay.
Yeah, if you wanted to.
Actually,
Unless you wanted to steal out of lunch. I mean, you still have like maybe 10 minutes left of lunch. It's up to you.
actually, maybe.
Yeah.
Wait,
No.
can we go to where the guy jumped and then get to have more conversations with Lieutenant Dangle and just like be at a crime scene instead? I'd much rather do that.
I would love to talk to Lieutenant Dangle actually at some point.
Psychic. I'm here to help.
I can't believe you went Jim Dangle back.
Lieutenant
that in.
Dangle. That's great.
I need more of the Kronk voice.
I
The city
may.
looks peaceful on the outside. That's when the murder started.
Hey, everyone, just hold your horses there. It's good stuff.
Did you see that sky
Actually, a really
today?
good word.
Talk about blue.
His
Cool.
name was Bolo.
Yeah.
Bolo.
Do you guys want to? Okay, so who wants to actually look for Lacey? Anybody or no?
Hello.
I'll look for Lacey.
Not during lunch. After.
Well, it's you have 5 minutes or 10 minutes to do it during your lunch period, or you can do it after class. It's up to you.
Sure.
Yeah, no. If I'm sitting and having lunch and I see Emmy go do that, I will buddy system this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's go looking for her.
Verity's only pounding searches right now, so she's gonna still go up, walk off some of this energy.
She's gonna run it off. She's like, and yeah, just run it out. Okay, so let's go with who is looking for Lacey. Go ahead and make perception checks.
Yeah, that works too.
Okay. Alright.
Let's do, yeah.
Oh, 21.
10.
Perception plus 2. Boop, boop.
As you run through the school looking for Lacey.
18.
21. Who would have thought?
It happens.
Carmen is
You're
way
just
too busy studying
naturally
right now.
sort of attracted. Okay, I would say Justus finds her first. Justus,
And Emmy, didn't
Just
Megan
Emmy.
also say 21?
I-
Yeah, Justice
Megan did say
and Emmy.
21.
I did,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I agree with the story that Justice barely edges me out when
Barely.
it comes to finding Lacey.
barely. I'm sorry, Megan. I didn't see your roll because you're rolling physical dice.
Oh yeah, sorry.
That's okay. It's not your fault. So
I
yeah,
will start adding them to chat. That is something I am perfectly.
or I'll just
capable
start paying
of doing.
attention. How about that? I can start paying attention now. Cool. 21 and 21. Justice maybe by 5 seconds. Justice, and only because you have spider senses tingling as you pass the library. And there, sitting in a corner of the library with her rabbit is Lacey. And as you walk into the library and sort of make a beeline for her, that's when Emmy, you stop at the library and see Justice heading towards.
Don't kiss. I mean.
I mean, it's a library.
Sorry, stop. I'm just gonna get some water.
Yeah, I'm going to let's just quietly I'm going to just quietly approach Lacey.
Okay.
I follow.
Follow.
Okay.
Hey, Lacey, you okay?
So Lacey is sitting on the floor of the library in one of the corners of the library, and she's sitting on the floor talking to her rabbit.
Mirrors or reflective surfaces anywhere around?
You don't see any of those now.
Okay.
And she's talking to her rabbit in a fashion you haven't seen her talking to her rabbit before. She's sort of talking to her rabbit in a kind of an angry way. She's almost like she's arguing with it. She's like, no, I don't want to ever hear you say that again. That's bad. You're a bad rabbit.
Lacey, is everything all right?
She looks up at you. And I actually would like you before you sort of come upon her to make one more perception check and a stealth check.
Okay. Let's see.
Just Justice or more of us?
I would say just Justus for right now.
That's my perception.
Okay.
And
Okay.
7 for stealth.
So that's one success, I'd say. So the conversation that you hear as you approach is, look, I know this was, and then it's like a little bit unintelligible. And then she says, like kissing frogs and seeing which, a prince, but the frogs been they're sick. I mean, what if they any happen? And then you come upon her, and then she stares at you. She's like, and then she throws something quickly into her backpack, and you can't see what that was. And Emmy, you hear like the tail end of that.
Okay.
Just going to sort of like level, like crouch down so that we're on the level.
Okay.
It's like, hey, Lacey, are you all right? You seem kind of startled.
Yeah, I'm okay. I kind of want to just be alone, if that's okay, please.
Are you sure? You seem distraught by something.
No, I'm fine. Thanks.
Right. But who were you talking to?
I'm talking to Rissy. Can I go now? I'd like to go now, please.
I'm just gonna look at Emmy real quick. And I'm just gonna go. Right, yeah. Class is about to start. Shouldn't keep you.
Yeah, thank you. Bye. And she sort of shoves her way past you. Do you do anything?
So, is she holding the rabbit right now?
She is.
Okay. Her bag open?
Her bag is slightly open, yeah.
Can I just glance to see if it's anything inside the bag?
Sure. It's going to be it's like open, just like a very small amount.
If Justus looks like he wants to do anything, Emmy will step forward and like intercept Lacey and try to distract her a little bit while he does what he does, and it's just like, oh, I love your bunny, he's so cute.
Okay. I will give you, instead of disadvantage on this, I will just give you a straight roll then. Make a perception check.
No.
Okay. Yeah, it's too small of a hole to see what's inside. And she sort of shoves past you and she says, yeah, I know he's cute.
Where'd you get him?
I don't really want to talk about it. Thank you. And she just walks away from you. Emmy, you do notice that as Lacey walks away and down the hall, that she seems to have left something behind where she was sitting.
I'll go over and take a closer look at it.
Yeah, it's a book.
Okay.
And the title is A Little Princess.
Ooh. I'll pick it up.
Sure. Let me just see something here. So you guys are actually in the library, so let me move you to the library.
Ooh, it's library?
This is the library, yeah.
Look at all that natural light.
It's very pretty.
Oh, I love it.
I remember this.
Probably not so great for the books, but
Oh, it reminds me of certain anime. I hate the snout.
So yeah, the book is called A Little Princess, and as you sort of flip through it, it's got sort of wrinkled and worn pages, and you see a photo inside the book.
Okay.
And there's a photo, and it's of a smiling man in a bright striped tie and a work suit, and it's sort of slightly warped, maybe from being inside the book, like a bookmark, maybe even potentially like a water damage. Maybe you see little spots of water on it. What do you do?
Who's the author of the book, first of all?
Let's take a look. Good question.
Basically, it can be anyone, but I'm specifically looking to see if it's by Seriously.
Oh, it's not by I don't believe it's by him.
Okay.
Check.
Oh, so this is the actual Little Princess book.
Well, I'm checking to see if this book is indeed written by anyone. A Little Princess. Give me 1 second. Talk amongst yourselves, folks. I'm just gonna check. I don't believe so. I think it's just a book.
The studying is.
Oh, it's the no. I beg your pardon. It is the actual book. I did not know of this book, by the way, by Frances Hodgson Burnett.
Yep. Okay.
There you go, Frances Hodgson. Thank you, Magi-Knights. I was unaware as to the actual book, A Little Princess.
Oh, it's so sad.
Is it? I know The Little Prince, but I don't know A Little Princess.
Little Princess is a story of a girl who gets placed in an orphanage after her father goes off to war, and he goes missing. And then, when the money stops coming, the the principal of the school locks her away in the attic and like puts her to work and
Good lord.
yeah,
Jesus Christ.
yeah, and eventually her dad was like injured he was like a prisoner of war and injured and like had amnesia and like eventually comes back and like finds her at the very end. But it's heartbreaking. It's the first movie that ever made me cry. Because oh god, that girl that was in Air Force One, Liesel, whatever, she was in it, and then the guy that played Davos from Game of Thrones played her dad, and it was like,
Oh fuck! This sounds like some real shit.
Angelica Houston might have been the creepy lady, or somebody like that. Somebody with that like very regal bearing.
Wow.
But yeah, it's a heartbreaking book. So yeah, Emmy knows what this book is about, and she looks at the picture of what she now assumes is Lacey's father, and looks at Justus and says, "Oh God, I think she needs help."
As you say that and you turn the photo over, what's even more heartbreaking is written on the back of the photo. It says, "Last photo, July 1990."
Oh.
Damn.
Emmy's heart just breaks in like a million little pieces.
As Emmy and Justus, as you sort of come to realize what's going on, maybe with Lacey a little bit, you sort of work your way back to your friends, tell them about what I assume that you found.
Yeah.
And you all sort of come to realize that in a very strange way, although you're still teenagers, that school and all the stupid things that you do in school and all the things that you learn or don't learn or do well or don't do well at, sometimes it all just doesn't matter. What matters, and I think this is where we're going to end tonight before you guys go into your second class, what really matters are the people that you love and the people that you lose. And as sad as it is to say, that's where we're going to stop for tonight. I couldn't do it without these folks around me, though. So let's give them a big fucking amazing round of applause. I can't wait to come back to Magi-Knights for another amazing time with you folks, where we'll get to learn more about the crazy stuff that's happening.
God dang, Matt.
Yep, that's me in a nutshell. Look at me, I'm in a nutshell. Hey, let's start over here with the man who had the worst fucking luck I've ever seen. Dice rolls tonight.
That was rough.
Ugh.
How do I throw my computer into dice jail?
Listen, it is what it is. Roll
Build
20.
a new computer in front of it.
Yeah. Be like, this is what'll happen to you.
Maybe put it in the freezer? Oh, no.
Okay.
Good for one use.
So, Richard, where can people find you on the internet, sir?
Few times I'm with these guys when they're streaming, at least Magi-Knights and maybe some other future games. I know I'm part of the Star Wars one, whenever that kicks back up. You'll find me mostly on Twitter, reposting a lot of news info on anything related to gaming, anime, art, fantasy, and the like, whatever.
Thank you, Richard.
Yeah.
Hopefully your
Like
dice
Verity,
will...
I'm going through stuff too. So.
Yeah, hey, it's all good. The dice will, I'm sure, like biorhythms, your dice will eventually come back to normal, I hope, by next time.
Out of sheer curiosity. Yep, that's about right.
What'd you get? Another natural one?
Out of sheer curiosity, yep.
Jesus!
And
How'd that happen? Why did it happen that way? Ha ha ha.
See, what happened was...
It just sees your IP address and is like, hey,
Yeah, that's not how math works.
hey, fuck you.
That is a very high statistical improbability.
we had so many natural ones in the last.
So many.
A lot.
I just take my
had
character's
one.
lead. Where's my caffeine? Where's my soda?
Just
Down a
not
couple days.
surge. That shit'll strip
no.
iron off a car battery.
Wacko.
You had 3 and a nat 20.
3 nat 1s and a nat 20?
Yeah.
Jesus. All right.
How many for all of us?
Well, how many of those?
We're not going to do statistics here. This is not a statistics show.
Yeah.
We are over statistics. Statistics drives me nuts because
Count the 20 only had a small handful of double digits. Everything else was single. Everything else was single digits.
Good God. All right.
I couldn't break higher than a 9 on anything.
Listen, you can only go up from here, right? Positive. Think positive. All right. Right down here, the lady who makes the songstress of all songs, and that is Carmen, who was played by Maeve. Maeve, tell us where people can find you.
Hi, I'm Maeve. You can find me here on Slices and Dices. I play with many of these lovely people. Actually, with the exception of Richard, I play with each one of you in a different game. And they're all fantastic. You can also find me on Mates of 8. I'm there on loan, from what I understand.
On loan? Okay.
Yeah.
I remember that.
It's like my timeshare.
Timeshare.
Good.
It's fine. I'll accept that answer.
But yeah, I'm playing with them on Saturday, and actually tomorrow too. We're doing one shot, and yeah, I do art. I'm excited. My laptop is new and shiny and brand new, and I want to draw stuff with it.
All right. Let's go. Let's see the art come forth.
All of it.
But I actually do new tokens for Ravenloft.
Oh,
Maybe.
I'm
We'll see.
psyched. I'll have to.
I posted
I love
sketches
the
in the
Maeve
chat.
token.
Oh no, I've seen it. It's really, really beautiful stuff. I'm really happy.
Thank you.
Let's switch down to this gentleman right here. That's Jonathan, who played Justus. Yeah. Your Hawk loves you, baby. Jonathan, where can people find you on the internet?
You can find me on Twitter at freshly_zested and on Instagram at blue4orange. And, around here, sometimes I'm finding aliens. Sometimes, I'm the horror that creeps in various parts of the world in Call of Cthulhu. Or also Magi-Knights. Take your pick.
Hell yeah. Absolutely. I can't wait for you to bring up that, I think towards the end of the year, maybe this fall, we're getting back into the depths of Call of Cthulhu.
I started making the maps.
Oh shit! It's happening, folks. It's happening.
Oh yeah.
All right, nobody panic. It's happening. It's happening.
Nobody panic. Today's the day.
That is my gift, like every day. Okay, thank you, Jonathan. And then over here, bottom left, that is Patrick. Patrick, where can people find you on the internet?
You can find me on the internet at patmarin.com and thebarrover.com. Or sorry, just barrover.com. It's the barrover on Instagram. You can find me on this channel and other times, shooting aliens, swinging my Magi-Knights sword, and possibly more things in the future. We'll find out later.
I put the wrong finger. I did this. I went, I was instead of doing this, like, what is wrong? I'm supposed to do this with the pinky. Instead, I went like, like, what the hell?
I do whiskey tastings. I work in a bar. I do this. And you can see my band next month. The Rogue Diplomats will be at the Celtic Classic in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, the last weekend of September. If you want to stand outside, drink a couple beers to hydrate, and watch some live performance.
I was incredibly excited for a moment.
That was awesome.
And then you said Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't judge.
No, it's okay.
Where in Pennsylvania?
Bethlehem, Lehigh Valley.
Okay.
You can come watch me sing a bunch of songs about drinking, because, that's what I do with my off hours. And then dirty limerick songs.
Nice.
And Rocky Road to Dublin, or Rocky Road to Lapis.
Yes, this Irish accent of Kierix was brought to you by...
A terrible impersonation of a County Cork guy.
That's about right. Yeah. I had to switch back.
Get your counties right, Matthew.
I can't do very much. All I do is watch Brendan Gleeson and do the best I can when I watch him.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. And yeah, he's a little... I can see with you.
Yeah. That's where I get my Irish accent. It's either that or fucking full-on Lucky Charms and then game over, right? That's when I just can't.
Yeah.
Right.
In fact, I cannot do an Irish accent unless I am completely drunk, and then it is flawless. I have had people from Ireland come up to me and be like, "Where are you from?"
I can be the judge of both of those things, and I'm not sure I believe it yet.
I've gotten so incredibly drunk that my Irish persona has a name. My husband's Irish persona has a name. Like, I call him Declan whenever I get to that level of drunk.
Is your husband?
Now I have a mission, which is to get you and your husband drunk in my bar and see the accent. That's fine. I'm okay with that.
My mind is...
We just have like a drinking stream.
Exploding. Oh, we could. Oh, I mean, Sarah does that anyway, but I mean...
Yeah, she does.
Let's be honest, Sarah. If you're watching, and we love you, it's wonderful to watch the devolution of Sarah, just like slowly. Like, it's just great. She's like, I rolled a natural 20. It's great. Let's go. Make it happen. Yeah. And we want it no other way. But this isn't about Sarah. This is about this person right up here who can do a flawless Irish accent when drunk.
Only when drunk. And my name, when I get to that level of drunk, is Maggie. But in all of the rest of life and time, I'm Megan Lenapp, and you can find me on Instagram, mostly for pictures of my adorable tuxedo cat. And yeah, that's my life right now.
Nice.
I'm in Ravenloft also.
Yes, you are. You are in Ravenloft. Yeah, so hi, I'm Matt, and I'm helping to bring things together here at Slices and Dices, amongst all of you wonderful folks. You can catch us here on Slices and Dices every Thursday and Friday, most Thursdays, and almost every Friday, and think sort of like 50-50, depending on our schedule, which you can catch by going to our twitch.tv/slices and dices. You can check us out on YouTube, where all of these videos are at. Please like and subscribe. If you want to know more about us, you can check us on Instagram. You can check us out on Twitter. Why did I say that with a Brooklyn accent? I have no idea. Twitter sounds cooler. It's actually sort of more Massachusetts. Twitter. It's just with the water, Twitter. We are here, and we are keeping on. Tomorrow we've got Burn Bright, which could very well be the last session of Burn Bright, at least for this season. And then we're gonna go on with next week with what do we have next week? We've got Savage Rifts and Ravenloft next week. As far as I'm aware, actually, the 19th is a buy day, Right, the 19th is a bye day, so there's no Ravenloft on 19th, but there is Savage Rifts on the 18th.
That's okay.
I'm sorry, I have to take a break. Mental health day from Ravenloft. Even GMs need
Wait,
mental health day.
We have the 19th off from Ravenloft?
We do have
We
the
know
19th
this
off.
now.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
it's-
good to know. I can tell my in-laws they can pick us up a day early.
So yeah, Savage Rifts Thursday. Nothing going on the 19th. I'll probably just chill out and relax. And yeah, beyond that, folks, I hope you guys catch us again here on the channel. Thank you so much for watching. You guys are amazing, and we love chat. And thank you, of course, to our friends at Magi-Knights who made this game possible and who stick with us every single time we play. We're going to be coming together again next month, the month of September, for another episode 4 of An Echo from the Stars, where we can play more of this amazing campaign. Thank you once again. And check them out on Kickstarter. I think they're still available through Late Pledge as well. Thank you for watching, folks. We're going to go ahead and say goodnight because it's time to go to bed because it's still, a school day, so to speak, at least in our world. So thank you for watching. And as we say here every time on Slices and Dices, remember, take care of each other, but don't forget to take care of yourselves. Love you all. Have a wonderful night. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Night.